Hey folks, how's it going? Hope that intro wasn't too loud. I keep forgetting how loud that intro is. Wow, here we go again, guys. Another live. I've been away for a few months and I've been all over them. I think this is the third one, I think, this month. I did a live one on Sunday for patrons, which went great. Thanks for the guys popping in. I'm going to try and do that monthly, folks. And then obviously I did the last one a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, blow the ears off. Yeah, no, people keep telling me, but I'm just making sure everybody's awake and nobody's kind of missing out, you know. Yeah, I keep forgetting how loud it is. I might have a look at toning that down a little bit. Yeah, no, great to be back again live, guys. Just before it, guys, for all the people on Facebook, I'm saying all the people, I hope everybody's watching on Facebook. But if you're watching on Facebook, guys, I can't get to see any comments from you at the minute. So if you want to pop over onto YouTube, you can catch up on YouTube and dive into the conversation here. If not, I'll pick it up on I'll have a flick through on Facebook over the next couple of days. Try and catch up with you there. But yeah, if you fancy coming over, come over to YouTube. Yeah, well, okay, we've got a few in. Wow. 17 already, that's been good. I think I've had a few in. I think if I go back to the earliest ones, just let me catch up before I miss. There's a couple of things I want to get in before I miss. Big thanks to, where are we? Neil Blower. Neil obviously can't make it tonight, but he's been very generous and dropped me in a £5 super chat already. So thanks for that, Neil. Loving the new Springbank 12 Cask Strength. It never disappoints. So hopefully we'll find out tonight. Mr. Slinger, I don't know if Mr. Slinger's back in yet. I'm sure he'll let us know if he is, but wherever he was in here, when was that? 5 o'clock, I think, today. Where are we? Yeah, have a bottle of my 15 in local shop, and so far I haven't brought myself to buy it. I'm starting the weekend. Well, hopefully maybe after tonight, Mark, he might decide to dive in that one. But yeah, no, I think he was in early doors. He was in, must have been after 5. I think that one was a wee bit later. But yeah, no, I've got a few. Big thanks to Neil. Sorry he can't make it, but he says he'll catch me on the replay. Whiskey Lovers Society, Gerhard was in nice and early as well at 7:30. So some of the guys have been really keen. Mike Molasses was in it. Oh, that was coming up for 8 o'clock. That was a good hour and a half ago. I'm sure they've not hung around that long. And then Gav is in. Gav Gormley up there in old Glasgow. No Springbank. We'll have to make do with a Deanston. Yeah, I'm sure that. Anyway, it's all right, Gav, as long as it's whiskey. Paul M's in. Nice to see you, Paul. Thanks for dropping back again, buddy. Well, we just get a few of these. No Rolex, no sex. Back in again today, mate. Nice to see you. We're getting through to the stragglers now. The Dram Yankees in. How you doing, Jerry? Nice to see you, buddy. Over there in Vegas. Chris Brown's in. Nice to see you again, Chris. And let's see. Flying Hussar, Bart's in. Tony Nelson's in. Nice to see you again, Tony. And I think we're pretty much... Zach Andrews is in. Nice to see you again, Zach. Twice in a couple of days, mate. Had a good night the other night. Peterhead Frank's in. Gabriel Wilding's in. Wow, I've got a few in at the minute. Wow. I mean, I've not missed anybody. Yeah, David Owen. Nice to see you, David. Uli Chan. How you doing, Uli Chan? Prime Whiskey's in. Wow, we've got a load in tonight. I might come back to a few of these. Whiskey malt content. There you go, Vlad. Vlad's dive straight in. Hi, Alan. Good to have you back. Cheers. Yeah, thanks for your super chat, Vlad. I'll have a wee sip of this kind of Kilkerran 12. I've just been finishing off, so to your good health, my friend. Hopefully your parcel will get there tomorrow or Friday, so it shouldn't be too far away. Cheers, buddy. I think we're pretty much up to speed now, I think. Yeah, Molasses is in. Gabriel, yep, got a few of them. And yeah, okay. So I think we're all pretty much up to that. Later on tonight, guys, I did a super chat draw. in the last live chat, so I'll draw that live tonight and hopefully send off 6 nice samples to the lucky participant. I'll chuck in maybe a whiskey friend coin into that as well. So yeah, we'll catch up with that one later on. So yeah, we're back on Campbeltown. I've spent much of the last month pretty much on Campbeltown, and we did the last one. We did obviously the Glen Scotias. We did the festival bottles just down behind me here, and I think there's a couple up here somewhere. Yeah, going to keep it on Campbeltown. I think it's where I'm fond at the minute, and there's a little reason why I've stuck on Campbeltown. I'll try and hit on a little bit later. I'm going to do the Springbank 10, have a wee sip of that, have a wee sip of the Springbank 15, and I'm going to crack open my new 12 Cask Strength. Hopefully share that with you tonight as well. So yeah, no, I've got a fun packed night. I don't think it's going to be a late one because I'm back to work again tomorrow, so I need to be careful tonight. So I'm hopefully going to try and structure this for a couple of hours. I've got notes here to try and keep me on track, keep me up to date, and make sure I don't get too carried away. I need you guys to help me not get carried away and keep me going, and get me out on time. So yeah, let's pour the first one anyway. Have a think of water here and I'll pour the first one. I've had a couple while I've been waiting. So I started off with the RN10. Then I think the guys talked me into having a Kilkerran 12, which I've just finished. So let's dive into this Springbank. As you can probably notice, guys, it's one of the old bottles of Springbank. The old Springbank 10s. Got a wee stash of those kicking around. Yeah, I think Mike's, there we go. I think they're having a pop at me here, man. Let's have a look. Famous last words. I think that's aimed at the try to finish early. And you can count on us to keep things brief. Yeah, perfect. And what has Jerry got? Got a Cask Strength 12 in my glass as well. Nice one, Jerry. Is that one I sent you? Is that, have you bought yourself a bottle? Oh, there's a good pour. Let's get a decent pour of that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Springbank 10. Again, it's the entry level at Springbank. And I'd say it's probably as good a 10 as any out there. I think there's a few decent 10s. The RN10's good. I think one of the lads were talking about the Glen Cadam. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep myself on track, Tony. Don't you worry. I'm sure you'll keep me. I'm sure you'll keep me on track, mate. Yeah. And then David, yeah, those shells are looking good as usual. Yeah, no, I've not touched them probably for a couple of weeks now, so it seems to be the standard one at the minute, and it's only fair that I'm sticking on Campbeltown because I think the whole wall behind me at the minute is Campbeltown. Got a little Ardbeg section in here at the minute, and I'll probably try and hit on a wee bit of that later. Yeah, there's a few of them on the. Yeah, so the entry level 10s is great. I think the reason why I'm kind of sticking on Campbeltown, guys, is really it's the prices. The price is great. The Springbank, I'm not ripping anybody off. Yes, there's a wee bit of a kind of scramble to get them, but I think if you kind of put your work in and you get your contacts already, then I think yes, you can pick them up. I think this Springbank 10 should really be pretty easy to pick up. I think from time to time it just kind of goes off the shelves a little bit, but it's usually there. Wow, that Springbank character's there straight away. Wow. Quality noise. And again, at 10 years old, guys, they've got the 46%, the non-chill filtered and the natural colour age statement. So again, it ticks all the boxes and it's round about £40. How do you guys feel about the 46% and the non-chill filtered and the natural colour? Is it a big thing to you, or have you got whiskies that you love that doesn't have those things? Just dive in and let us know if there's anybody going to take me up on that. I'm thinking maybe Lagavulin 16 or something like that, maybe Lagavulin 8. People keep raving about them, but they don't seem to have those bits and bobs. Wow, this is so rich and so floral. It's just got that Springbank all over it. Lots of toffee, lots of honey. It's spicy as hell. Real nice spicy ginger notes. Going a little bit citrus, and that obviously that little bit of marines there, that little bit of coastal. But that Springbank kind of that dampness that I get from Springbank, that's definitely there. Maybe that damp wood and that little note that you really can't put your finger on. Maybe they call it the funk or the. Sometimes you get cheese, sometimes you get rubber, sometimes you get. I think this one is coming across as a kind of real damp grass or. But yeah, that mixed with that honey. Yeah, no, molasses is mentioning the Klein Lease 14. So there's another one really that doesn't, and I think it's most of the Diageo ones. Where are we? What's somebody saying here? Chris is on here. What's Chris got on it? I tend to stay towards Cask Strength bottlings at the moment, Alan. Mostly SMWS, to be honest. 12 and Glenmorangie. Yeah, no, it's the if you're up into that stage now with those big ones, those big high ABVs, those 59s, those Cask Strength, those 60s, then you're into the hardcore stuff in a minute. But I tend to find I can't just drink them all the time. I've got to have something stable. I've got to have staple. I've got to have something there that's kind of it's there in the cabinet. If I just feel it going for a quick, just a quick sip, quick little nip here and there, or sitting down watching something, maybe doing some work at home, or I think the Springbank 10s, the Arran 10s, the Glencadam 10s, those ones definitely fill that, and they're cheap enough to get. It's not going to break the bank. I think your SMWSs, I'm not too sure how hard they'll hit you in the pocket, but they'll certainly give you the ABV. But yeah, wow, what a nose on this. Super. I'm going to have a wee sip, guys, because I feel my throat kind of tying up. Klein Lease 14 is mega bargain price too. Yeah, sometimes I've seen it. I've seen it on Amazon a couple of times under 35, which is phenomenal money. Tobermory 12 is another one. Yeah, it's got a few kicking in now. And someone's having it now, actually. Evo. Nice to see Evo. I'm having a Klein Lease 14 right now as it happens. Nice. Cheers, my friend. I'm going to have a wee sip of this. I forgot what it is. It's the Springbank 10 Cask Strength. Yeah, 34. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, good money, man. Cheers, guys. Don't wait to smash the like button. After all he said, this might be a short live stream. Yeah, nice one, Tony. Thanks for that, mate. And thanks for I can always rely on somebody to remind everyone. So, yeah, YouTube likes it. Alan likes it. Smash that like button, guys. Doesn't matter if you smash the thumb one down either, because they all count as interaction. So if you don't like it, do the thumb one as well. It doesn't really matter, but we all like the thumbs up. Talisker 10 is always in my cabinet and under 30, 45.8. It's a brilliant staple deal. Yeah, no, there is lots of daily drams there. They're the ones that kind of are bread and butter, and I think, and it's going to tie up later on, guys, with the money at the minute that I seem to be spending on whiskey. I think their Whiskey Lovers Society's popped in with a little super chat there, guys. You timed that nicely there, Gerard, because I'm just about to take a sip of this. Guys, if you've not checked out the Whiskey Lovers Society, when you've got a chance, just pop over and have a look on YouTube. Give him a little sub, guys, and he's doing a good job there. He's battering them whiskies out like no tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very much again, Gerard. Down the hatch. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. That could see me through any night, and it's a great start. It's getting a little bit spicy now. As I put it up to my mouth to taste it, I got a little whiff of tropical fruit there. A little bit of pineapple, a little bit of mango, some dried fruit. Wow. It's oily. It's thick, it's buttery, it's creamy. It's what a great quite a great start to this Springbank. And we always know Springbank are doing a great job. Everything's there, guys. They do it all themselves, they do all the bottling, they do all the barley, everything's all done, which is credit to them. But the money again is phenomenal, man. You can pick it up for under £40. I think you're heading to the 15, which will come on a wee bit later. You're heading into the kind of £55 mark, and then even the Cask Strength one, I've just picked one up here for under £60. So it's phenomenal money. I've just had an email today, guys, from Ardbeg. I don't know if any of you have had it, but the Scotch is available to buy today at the distillery. And when I clicked into it, I couldn't believe my eyes that it was 46% and they wanted £100 for it. Just to give you an idea, this from the same place, this committee release came in at £90. Even shipped, it was still under the 100, 98 shipped. So I don't know why we're paying £100 for the watered down version when you can buy the full blown version for 90. So I just think sometimes keeping an eye on distilleries at the minute, I think some of them maybe just start to beginning to take advantage. I don't think Springbank's one of them. I think the only problem you have with Springbank is to try and get a hold of one of them. Let me know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on the Scotch at £100? Who's bought that and who's diving in for it? Let's have a look. What is everybody's favourite snack? Well, tipping a good dram of pretzels, dried mango, smoked salmon, etc. My tipple is chocolate peanuts. I'm trying to find, there is a little bit of nuttiness in here, so I'm trying to help it along a little bit. A little bit of chocolate and a little bit of nuttiness. Let's do another sip. Lots of apples and lots of apricots, some pears as well. Real nice fruity. Yeah, this is creamy, buttery, lovely mouthfeel, spicy. Spicy's coming in, but the fruit and the apples are kind of diving in a little bit now. Apples, apricot. As it's developing, it's a wee bit more of the outdoors are coming in now, that kind of grassy, damp grass, outdoors. It's gone a little bit savoury. It's a real, again, for the 10-year-old guys, it's such a complex whiskey. Yeah, there's the nuts. I think the nuts arrived. I think I found the nuts. Try to get a little bit of chocolate in there with it as well. I think I'm putting the chocolate in myself. But yeah, this is so complex, so well balanced. Wow. Wow. A little bit of berries now, red berries, maybe some strawberry, some raspberry. It's still savoury, and it's all in there. It's earthy. It's as regards with funk, I think it's that dampness, that kind of grassy, damp, earthy. There's a little hint of funk in this one. It's not a big, massive Springbank funker, as I say. I did say funker. Let's have a look. Somebody's on this. Way to go. I love chocolate covered peanuts. Yeah, no, they go down nice with whiskey. What we got here? I just tend to drink water, dram Yankee, but I occasionally have a dry roasted peanut next to me. I think I'm out of dry roasted. I usually have a dry roasted peanut as well, Chris, but I think I used the last of them on the Sunday night live stream. I think I'm up. Where are we going now? These are all into your foods now. It's plain whole grain crackers or pretzels, but dark chocolate is a great pairing. Wow, wow, these are all on these. You're all making me hungry now, man. Try it with glazed cherries wrapped in bacon. Oh, mamma mia. Just as well I've had my lunch or my dinner even. Springbank 1051 plus. That's an expensive one, that, mate. I've never seen it as high as that. Wow. For 39 at Christmas. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd hang off. That's expensive, particularly with Amazon. That's a tough one with Amazon. Here we go. Gary, I'll let you use that one, mate. Where are we looking at? What am I saying? Gary. There you go, Gary. Gonna remember that word, funker. Yeah. It's not. It's a funker. It's a whiskey funker. This might take over from baby puke. I'm not picking up any baby puke tonight, guys, so you can rest assured that's great. But yeah, no, this one I'll just do a wee bit on the finish. And then I'll try and see what's going on in the chat, and then we'll try and dive into this 15. I think I've got the 15 open, yeah, so cheers, guys. Anybody on the Springbank 10 tonight? Be interesting to see if MD's on it. This is the old one, and these old ones are lovely. You can get Talisker 10 and Talisker Sky on Amazon for 55 right now. Yeah, no, Amazon do come up with some good deals, guys. I usually look out for the Boona 12 on Amazon. Usually buy a few bottles when that one comes up. How about dark chocolate covered pretzels? Nah, I'm not a pretzel man. I'm a nutty man. I've not got that sweet tooth, but the chocolate gives me the sweetness, and the nuts just add that little something. Helps soak up the alcohol as well, I think. So yeah, the finish on that Springbank 10 is it's nutty on the finish. I'm pretty sure it's nutty on the finish. I don't just think that's my chocolate covered nuts that's coming in there. There's definitely some ginger smoke. Don't know if I mentioned throughout, guys, there's a little hint of smoke all the way throughout this. A little hint of smoke on the nose, a little hint of smoke in the palate there. It just covers the palate up nicely. Just adds to the complexity. And it's a real distant smoke. It's not it gets a little bit ashy towards the finish, but it's more like a pipe smoke rather than it's a little bit smoky, and there's some nice oak notes at the end, and that little bit of dampness, that little funky bits there is there as well. But yeah, what a wonderful dram, guys. Just make sure I finished it all. So we're going to move over onto the Springbank 15. I've changed my set. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've changed my angles tonight. So I've made this I've got a nice wee bar on my side here. I don't know if you can pick it up, but I've got a nice little bar going on here for my kind of everyday stuff that I'm diving into. But yeah, got a nice wee R10 there, the Boona 11s there, all faithfuls there, the Glendronach 15, the Glendronach 12s kicking around still wilder, unchill filtered and natural colours. I'm not going to get involved in that tonight. Got a little Glenfarclas 25 kicking around. The old off Glenallachie Cask Strength batch 4s hanging around in the distance, but it's a shame I'm not drinking any of these tonight. Old Pulteney 12s. So there's a few kicking about here. So let's reach over and pick up this Springbank 15. This is the 2021 version. Wow. Highly peat goes well with briny oysters. Wow, okay. You can tell he's loaded, can't you? He's on the oysters. Let me get another glass for this. Oh, a L'Aquavite glass. Oh, there's a decent pour. Wow. Yeah, again, guys, I picked this one up. I was on to the Cadenhead shop trying to pick up what was it after? It was after some Kilkerrans, I think. Might have been the Kilkerran 8s. Picked up that while I was on the phone, asked if he had any others. Mentioned he had some bottles of the Springbank 15. I says, why not? Just chuck that one in as well, my friend. So yeah, I've got a nice wee bottle of this. 15, 46% again. Non-chill filtered, natural colour. States it all on the label. I've just done one actually. I've just done one recently. I've been sitting on the. It's a wee bit disappointed, guys. I know I'm drifting off a little bit, but while I've got this in my mind, the Lafroig 10 Cask Strength, I've been diving into that lately, and I'm amazed that it's got the 10-year age statement. It's 60.1% ABV. I think it's natural colour, and I can't believe they chill filter it. The barrier filter it. It's 60.1% ABV. Just to give you a quick note on here, it says, where are we? Yeah. Original Cask Strength Lafroig is barrier filtered only to remove small char particles that are present, but the filtering does not change or lessen the flavour in any way. I'm still a wee bit kind of, the jury's out on that, because I poured one and I stuck some nice water in it. But I know I don't do a lot of water, but I popped some water in that one, and it no Scotch mist, no cloudiness, no whatever. So again, I don't know why they're doing it. What? I hope somebody can explain to me what the filtering thing's all about. Why they're doing it, what they're doing it. I know there's the ice and all that. Some people don't like it clouding up, but it's 60.1. That's just, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be filtered, that. But anyway, I'm on a rant. Yeah, the 15, £55 again. Great, phenomenal money. All the boxes ticked. Nice to see. I've got a couple more guys popped in. Let me see if I can do another little kind of. See who I've missed anybody else. Yeah, I've got Gary Keys in. I've got Ivo. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, I think I'm up to there. I've got Highland Hamish. How's it going in the Highlands, eh? There he is, up there in the Highland. Yeah, Highland Hamish. Nice to see you, Hamish. I've got John Williams. How you doing, John? You don't look like you're in the Highlands, my friend. And we have, Daniel McAvoy. How you doing, Daniel? Craig Ellie 13 might have a Springbank 10 or a Kilkerran 12 after, though. Yeah, no, you have to get into the Springbank 10. Oh, the Kilkerran, any of them is great. Even the Craig Elligy 13's nice one. And what we got here? Evo's back in. Had an Adelphi Glen Borrowdale the other day, and it just cloudy at room temperature. Lovely stuff, not bothered by all that haze. Yeah, no, and you shouldn't be. Sometimes when I come in here and it's been cold the night before and I come in the day, all these bottles, it's a sight to behold, guys, because every one of them's cloudy, because these are all non-chill filtered and natural colour. And I always feel like taking pictures of it and showing it out and put it out there on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that. But yeah, it's how whiskey should be. And when you see it like that, as a whole wall of it, it's just a sight for sore eyes. But yeah, let's dive onto the 15. Wow. So this is right up front, guys. This is raisin sultana dried fruits. I think the mix in this one, guys, I think last year's, it might have been 75-25 bourbon and sherry. I think this one is, where are we? What was I thinking? Yeah, no, I think this might be 50-50. I know the 12 coming up. I think that's changed now to 50-50. Wow, Prime Whiskies dived in. Wow, here we go. I'm going to do the draw later on, Rickard. So I don't know if you can hang around. Always a great live show, my friend. Thank you very much for your super chat. And let me have a quick sip of this first. Now, I know I'm in the middle of nosing it. I'm going to have a toast it to your good health, mate. Thanks for the dram. Wonderful. I'll come back to the taste in a minute. Yeah, the nose is all kind of raisin, sultana, big honey note. I think there's definitely a mix of the cask here, the honey and the vanilla, but it's spicy. It even smells spicy. There's a lovely little smoke blanket kicking around there as well, real hint of smoke. But it's spicy, those pears, those apples, those fruits. It's got a real... This is a little bit more fruity than what the 10 was. A little bit smokier as well. So it's, I think it may be the age as well, which is giving a wee bit more. There's definitely a bigger funk in this, and I think this funk might be... This might be a kind of little bit cheesy. Damp again. It's damp again. There's a lovely dampness, a lovely coastal note. Wow. Gee, Springbank 1580. What's Amazon? What is Amazon doing today? No Rolex, no sex. Springbank 15. Guys, these prices are too high. I don't know what's going on, man. I paid 55 for this one, so I don't know what's happening there with Amazon. I don't know if Mark's in, Jerry. I think he was in earlier, way earlier. 4 hours ago he was in, I think. So yeah, this is definitely a little bit funkier. Wow, the smoke's there as well. So yeah, it's a real... There's lots going on in the nose. So much for the whiskey. The whiskey's just beautifully crafted and beautifully put together. Inflation is happening, mate. Oh no, he is in. I think he is in. Yes, I'm listening on my phone whilst having a family barbecue night. Oh, look at that, man, eh? Having a barbecue night. I hope you've got less than 30 in there, Mr. Slinger. Don't have to be sending the police to you and giving you a £10,000 fine. You know, you guys up there, I know that kind of up your neck of the woods is getting a wee bit out of hand. I think you've got it under control again now, haven't you? But... Or was that Murray's? That's not your neck of the woods, is it? Wow. Glad to have you, Mark. Whether you're watching, listening, always good to have you, mate. I've got a few samples from the Dram Yankee, sent me some stuff for you again, so I'll get that up to you as soon as I can, mate. 59 last time I bought it, last September. Yeah, no, I bought it cheaper than that one. I bought it 55, I think I paid for it. Wow. Fruity pears, spicy, smoky, honey, vanilla, little bit of toffee, but big raisin and big sultana note. Mostly sultana. But let me have a quick sip of this one. Colour looks great. I think there's actually some, might have some sediment in that. But anyway, cheers, guys. Thank you very much. I might do the draw after I do this one. I'll do my super chat draw that I did on the last live stream. See if I can pick a winner. $140, mamma mia. That's expensive. Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful arrival. Spicy. Wow. It's intense. Wow. That 46, it tastes a little bit higher than 46, but it's mouth coating, it's oily, it's gingery. Sweet ginger. But it's got an ashy, smoky character on this one, so it's much smokier. It's ashier up front, but it's definitely spicy. And then once you get into the development, it becomes more fruity. Maybe some pineapple juice, maybe some mango, definitely some apples, green apple. But again, those dried fruits are there as well. But let's try another sip. Sid Martin, hey, look at that. I get peppered strawberries on the... Is that the 2021 one, Sid? Is that the latest one? Cheers for popping in, Sid. Get a little bit of coastal as well. But the fruits, yeah, there's lots of fruits. There's lots of tropical fruit. That pineapple, maybe even a little hint of banana. Not finding any berries yet, Sid. I'll keep trying though. Keep digging in here and having a look. Oh, 2018, that one. Yeah, no, this is the 2021 one. This is it's fruity as hell, but it's tropical and so there's apples. Maybe even a little stewed apple, little baked apple. But there's more. I'm finding there's more of the dried fruits, more of the sultanas, more of the raisins. Maybe a little bit of blackberry rather than strawberry. Maybe dark berries, blueberry, raspberry, maybe something like that. But it's definitely fruity. Sultanas. Let's have another sip. What are you drinking tonight, Sid? I get, oh, here we go, strawberries again. I get strawberry tutti frutti on the 15. 65. Can't bring myself to pull the trigger. I think it's worth the 65 mark, if I'm being honest. I think I paid 55, but I think with the shipping, it probably took me to 60. So I think you've got that extra fiver. I think it's worth the extra fiver. Oh, look at this, man. I'm going to have a crack at this. Let's have a look. Wow. Bodzio Krasowski. How you doing, Bodzio? New Zealand. I think that's New York. I'm thinking, apologies, mate. I thought glasses were a bit steamed up there, I think, in the shed. I've got the heating on. Yeah, New York. Wow. Springbank 10 is $100. Wow, that's a lot of money, that, isn't it? And yeah, no, his is an 18 as well. This looks like an 18 as well. Yeah, I think that's why he's getting the strawberries, guys. I don't think there's any strawberries in this one. Love to get some strawberries in it. Wow. So it looks like that in different markets, Springbank are they're really cashing in. And obviously they're in Canada, $150. That take it probably about what, 70 pounds, 65, 70 pounds in Canada. Is that Canadian dollars, Paul? I still think they're worth it, guys. They're worth even paying that little bit over the odds. I think for the quality of the whiskey, I think sometimes they are getting a wee bit harder to pick up and harder to come by. It's not as if you can just now walk into any store and they're just sitting there on the shelves. I think sometimes from time to time, even the 10's gone. And I think a lot of that comes down to the small amounts that Springbank produce. They don't produce masses and masses of whiskey. It's just all quality stuff that comes out. Keeps the guys going all year round. 140 here. Wow, it's pricey whiskey, man. So what would that compare? Yeah, I think I'm going to get them up to him, Jerry, the first chance I can get, me. I've been swamped out, sending parcels everywhere at the minute. So it may be later in the week or maybe early next week, Mark. So just look out. I'll drop you a little note when I've sent them. But yeah, and what is that? 85 euros. Is that 85 pounds? 63 in Germany. Yeah, so the price seems to be varying, which is interesting. I know here it's the hardest thing here is to come by here. I'm thinking it's going to be dead easy to pick across the road there and across the pond and across in different parts of Europe, but it's such small quantities. And I think the word's out now on Springbank. Even the Kilkerrans now, I think as soon as they mention it, they're gone instantly. And whether that's the old FOMO that everyone's talking about, they must get it and they have to get it. But I think, guys, don't get involved. Any advice I can give is don't get involved in FOMO. Don't start chasing whiskey, because I've given up. I used to chase everything. Used to chase it, sit up all night on internets and checking auction houses and all over the place. Spent hours and hours and hours to get those bottles. And I think it's just got so tough now because everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing the same thing. If you've got Springbank release on a Friday morning at 10 o'clock, everybody's booked the day off and they're all sitting with like 5 devices, mobile devices, all checking things out. And it's unless you've got contacts and you've got somebody in a local whiskey shop who can get you them pre-hand. And I think that's what's happening. I think the whiskey shops know they're coming in. They're ringing their local guys and saying, listen, I've got a couple of bottles of Springbank 10, 15, 12 Cask Strength. Do you want it? And they're pre-booking them that way. So I think by the time they actually get released, they're pretty much gone. But yeah, let's finish this one off, and then I'll do a little delve back into the chat, and then I'll do that. I'll draw the super chat draw. Slants, guys. I got a little bit of berries there, but I think it's blackberries, and wow, definitely it's a little bit salty now. That salty's there. It's gone a little bit dry. It's a bit briny. But heading to the finish, it's ginger. It's ginger sweet. It's a hot finish. It's sweet ginger. But that raisin sultana is definitely there. And it's got a lovely, lovely smoky finish to it as well. It's smoky all the way through again, this one. So there's a nice balance of smoke on this. But wow, lovely. Let's have a Pinot. And I'll do the draw. So, last super draw done, guys. I've got 9 names here. I think a few of you are here. There's a couple here. I think 2 or 3 are here tonight. So let's sort this out. Right, okay. Let's do my notes. So I've got 9 names here. I don't know if we can see that. Might be able to see that a bit better. Yeah. So I get my trusty assistant to draw this. Can I have a number between 1 and 9? Oh,
random number 1.
Number 1, eh? Wow. Who's the lucky guy? Andy C. I don't know. I haven't seen Andy in tonight. But Andy's a winner. It's up there in Scotland. So I'll catch up with Andy. Send him some bits. I'll find out if he wants me to pick for him or he wants to pick his own. So yeah. Big thanks to Andy. Big thanks to all the guys who did the super chat last time. Big thanks to all the guys who super chatted this time. Let me dive back into the chat, see what I've missed. See if I've messed up something here. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think Sid's got Lafroig 16 in my glass. I have got one poured. I think I'm going to take this one to bed with me tonight, Sid. I've got the Lafroig 10 Cask Strength poured, so I'm saving that one for later. I'm going to head upstairs with that one, I think. That should see me off for tonight. Back to work tomorrow. So yeah, how's that Lafroig 16 tasting? Is that a duty-free one or is that a normal one? And yeah, they're all saying the prices of the Springbank 15. Yeah, I think Paul's rattling one off here. So Springbank 12 is $112. Springbank 10, $95. Wow, there's no big difference there, is there? Wow. Wow. Springbank, the 15 is now €135 on my online shop in Holland, and they don't have any stock. Yeah, no, it's crazy. The prices, I think, at the minute, a lot of the distilleries, I feel, are kind of, I think they're taking advantage. I think we've got, I don't know if that's Roy. Yes, I think I'm off Springbank train for a while. Prices are getting ridiculous. I think they seem to be okay here if you can get them. It looks like in different parts of the world they've got a little bit crazy. We've got Klepto's in. Graham 5000 Klepto, how you doing? I've got an R10 in my glass. I had one earlier, Graham, just before I set up, and while I was setting up, while I was getting ready, I had a Springbank 10 in the glass. Real cool. And where are we going now? And Springbank. I have Springbank 17 Madeira in the glass. Wow. I must admit, I missed out on that one, Rickard. And I spent a good few hours trying to get a hold of that one. Kept ringing up whiskey shops, and he says, yes, look out at 12 o'clock. It's gone live at 12 o'clock. 2 or 3 stores, it never ever went live at 12 o'clock. I mean, then the next thing I knew, they were sold out. What we got here? I heard from my retailer that Springbank was shut during lockdown, but I'm not sure if that's true. Yeah, I think they were. I think most of the places were shut down. I think a lot of the distilleries now are starting to open back up again. I think distillery shops are starting to open up. I don't think they're quite hitting the tours yet. I think they're still doing kind of virtual tours and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they're really at the stage where they're letting everybody dive in and dive out around the place. Don't know if some of the guys are in the chat that have been to distilleries since can let me know on that, but I think pretty sure. Where are we? Glenallachie 10 batch 5 didn't hire, sold out very quick. They mustn't release many bottles. I think with that one, I think just before it came out, the batch 4 won some sort of whiskey award at the San Francisco Whiskey Awards, I think. So that got a lot of hype. That disappeared super. That had been out probably all year, and then all of a sudden it sold out within no time. I think any of these big awards that they win tend to do it. And then I think the batch 5 now, I think the ones at Glenallachie, I've been pretty able to pick up all those Cask Strength batches easily enough. I've bought multiple bottles of them at different times. I think as people now are jumping off Glendronach, I think they might be diving on to Glenallachie. So I think they might be following Billy Walker over. I think those Glendronach diehards, I think, might be shifting. I think the chill filtering things hit a few of them. Let's have a look. Got if they were shut down, there's going to be a problem in 2032 with supply. Yeah, no, I think with Springbank, I think they have capacities to produce about 1 million litres, I think, but I don't think they do anywhere near that. I don't even think they do half of it. So I think they've got massive potential to ramp things up. But I think the Springbank, typically they do it at their own pace. They do it when they want to do it. Primal Mike's been in. Where's Mike been today? I've done a tour of Bladnoch today. Some tours are open. Yeah, I think everybody's hopefully starting to get back to normal. All right, there we go. The whiskey friend, the Malt Monk, recommended Aaron Bothy to me. It's my new favourite. Well, I recommended the Aaron Bothy to the Malt Monk. So I was looking for I usually have a whole run of Bothys up here, but yeah, I've got all the Bothys. Cask Strength Aaron, it's just phenomenal stuff. New bottles are in now. Yeah, it's awesome stuff, Mark. If you can pick up any of the older ones, if you see any of them old ones lying around in the tall bottles with they've got the little Bothy on the picture on the label. I think it comes in a kind of turquoisey, tealy type label. I don't think I've got one handy. I'm amazed. I usually have one of them kicking around somewhere. But I did a clear up today and I've rejigged the shed around a little bit. I've gave myself a whole load more space to move around here. So, but I've took I had a lot of bottles stashed around but at my feet. But yeah, no, that Bothy's phenomenal stuff, Mark, and you'll drink that forever. I got a real good deal on those. I got the Bothy and the sherry cask both for £72, which is a steal. One of my big disappointments is that I never bought more of it, but who knows? Maybe it'll come back again. Yeah, I don't think there's a problem there. Primal Mike, limited numbers. Oh, Whiskey Straight Al's kicking. How you doing, Al? Nice to see you, mate. Got a phone call that delayed my arrival. Nice to, Al, you're always welcome, mate. Nice to have you around. Just having you popping in, just having you in the chat, it's just made my night. Guys, anybody that's... I don't think there's anybody here who wouldn't have heard of Whiskey Straight Al, but if there's somebody in who's not subscribed to Al's channel, please, first thing, leave this chat if you want. Go over and subscribe to Whiskey Straight Al, man. He's a cracking guy, doing some good stuff. What we got here? Hi, Al. Swim across the Irish Sea to Campbeltown to grab us a few bottles, please. Whiskey Straight Al. Yeah. Yeah, he's not far, man. Probably could swim it. What we got here? Yeah, I'm just finding Glenarchy backstreet in New York. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, particularly in the States, I think there's a few of those. Some of the guys, the Scotch Taste Dummies, have just reviewed the batch 1 and the batch 2. I think they've just picked those up. So I think there's still a few kicking around over there. I definitely think that the Glendronach effect will dive over to, it'll make Glenallachie a wee bit harder to come by. Great news with Glenallachie is they produce decent amounts, that they're not low numbers. Let's have a look. He has a great channel. Yeah, no, these both have. Same again, Rick Gerhard's there, guys. We've not done do the same with Gerhard. I think a lot of the guys look at that. See, when Al comes in, everybody's all over him. Whiskey Straight Al, evening all, keeping well. Yeah. No, so I think the main event's coming up, guys. I think the main event of tonight was I was going to crack open the Springbank 12 Cask Strength, the latest one. Let's pop that back. 15 was lovely. 10. This is a nice flight. I think the 10 just sets you up nice. 15 gets you going. And now we're going to hit the higher stuff, the higher ABV. 55.4 Cask Strength, this one. Look at that. I think this is 50-50, definitely 50-50 sherry and bourbon, this one. Oh, let's find this opening. This could be a disaster now, guys, when I cut me open one up. Let's see how cool this is. I might need... Yeah, I knew this was going to be... I should have prepared this earlier, shouldn't I? Okay, we're in now, I think. Look at that. Let's get rid of my phone. Let's sort that out. These are on a glass, don't I? Edrador. Sacrilege. Let's see what this is all about then. What we got going on. Oh, Cask Strength's popped in. How you doing, Cask Strength? Yeah, he's ready. Timed that perfect. Wow. That was a nice wee pop. Oh, there's the glug. Wow, it's been a while since I had the glug. Are we still on target? Yeah, I think I've got a good... I think I could spend a good hour with this one, Tony. If you want me to spend an hour with it. If it comes under the hour, then I might chip in a wee Hazelburn. We've not mentioned anything about Hazelburn yet, but I've got a wee Hazelburn kicking around there. Yeah, you're quite right there. No wine casks in this one either, just straight bourbon and sherry. Wow, that's so nice. That sherry's dominating his nose straight away. But I know I've just poured that, so I'm going to leave that for a bit. Here's the cheap plug, guys. I may as well open that one up. I'm going to put my old whiskey friend coin on that one. So if you don't have a whiskey friend coin, then you know where I am. Oh, there's Dustin. Hey, Alan, what's the Springbank stuff? Yeah, no, I'm just doing a wee kind of run through, Dustin. I'm doing a bit of the 10. I think you've missed the 10 and the 15. I've just cracked open the new Springbank 12 Cask Strength, so we'll see how that one goes. Listen, just while I've got you on, man, I watched your Talisker 8 video. This one. How brutal were you, mate? I know it's not the best Talisker in the world ever, but it's definitely better than a 65. Wow. Don't know if anybody watched Top Shelf Duskin. If you go and look at Top Shelf Whiskies, guys, they're doing some fantastic whiskey reviews, high-end stuff, 25 this, 30 years of this, and I think there might be a 50 year something coming up sooner or later, but they're diving into some fantastic whiskies. But Dustin got a little bit brutal with the Talisker 8. Agreed to a little what's the word I'm looking for? To a certain degree, Dustin, but 65, man, mamma mia. Johnny Walker Red would beat that. What is a 65? 65 out of 100, man. Jesus Christ. I think you ended up somewhere like 675, but wow, 65, man. I hope you've had loads of views on that, man. Yeah, but you're right, Jerry. Mike wasn't as brutal. David Owen agrees with Petehead. He agrees. 65, Frank. What do you think? Dustin showed at Talisker, no mercy. Yeah, definitely no mercy there, man. I think it's them rum casks, Dustin, wasn't it? I don't think the rum did anything for it. Don't think it helped it at all. Yeah, where are we? Top Shelf. That Talisker 8 rum cask. Yeah. It was. I've just, funnily enough, I did that when it first came out. It came out in a pre-order, and I think I did a bottle share with somebody, so I done a half bottle of it. But look, I've got through it. Don't get me wrong, I've shared a few samples of it from this, and I'm in two minds whether I'd even open this one up, whether I just gift it to somebody or do something with it. It's Dustin saying, I can assure you, Mike will never pour another drop of that Talisker 8. Where is it? Is it down the sink? The rum, if anything, hurt it. Should have left it in the bourbon cask. Yeah, no, I think to Talisker and Diageo's credit, I think they were trying to do something a wee bit different. And what was disappointing for me on it was how bad it was compared to the previous. The previous 8 was one of those, as Roy says, that's a hero whiskey. That was a phenomenal 8-year-old whiskey. That's probably an 8-year-old that's on up there with I'd find it hard to split the Kilkerran 8 Oloroso 2019 with that original 8 Talisker 8. That was phenomenal stuff, and they're going for silly money at auction. £150 plus now at auction. That Talisker 8's going for the old one. Let's have a look. What's the volume of whiskey coming out of Springbank? So hard to get your hands on it. I think, to be honest, Alluring, they produce half of what they've got capabilities to do. I don't think they maximise what they... I think I've read somewhere they can produce somewhere between 750,000 litres to 1 million litres, and I only think sometimes they're producing 250 to 300,000 litres, so they're way down on what they actually can output. Don't know whether that's down to the bottling and the labelling and producing everything in-house. Wow, we've got a couple of new guys. I'll just do a little roll call again, guys. I've got Dustin's obviously popped in. Alluring's came in. How you doing, Alluring? I think it's Australia, I think. Forgive me if it's not. I'm not going to say it's New Zealand. I think it's Australia. Forgive me if it's not. And I've got James McGorrin's just popped in. How you doing, James? Nice to see you, buddy. Where are you now? I think you're in Sweden. Adam T's popped in. Did you manage to get a 2021 Lokawali? Adam, I said, I don't know if you've just popped in. I caught earlier on. I've stopped chasing these bottles. Those Springbanks, they're just getting super difficult to get a hold of, and I'd rather spend better things in my time, even if I have to go a wee bit later at auction to pick them up. Yeah, James is in Sweden. Agree, very surprised that there haven't been 50 range score given. Yeah, no, I think they're talking about Dustin scoring here, man. I don't think I've ever seen MD get a 65. I don't even think I've seen Johnny Walker Red get a 65. Saying that, what do you call him? The Whiskey Bible, Jim. Somebody tell me his name. Jim. You know who I mean? The Whiskey Bible. He once rated Johnny Walker Red and Glendronach 18 head to head, and he preferred the Johnny Walker Red, which is, he scored the Johnny Walker Red higher, which is, it was phenomenal. I don't know how that even happens. Nah, Mike has some friends he'll give it to. Yeah, he's not putting it, at least he's not putting it in the sink. Yeah, I think a few of the guys are talking about the 65s. Yeah, I think no Rolex, no sex. Ralphie has a really good comprehensive tour of Springbank on his channel. Yeah, no, again, there's a few guys. If you go to YouTube, there's a few great guys who have done reviews. Just click in whatever distillery you want to have a look at, and I'm sure it will come up on somebody will have done a review, whether it be Glengoyne, whether it be Glenallachie, whether it be Springbank, all of those, Glen Scotia, all those guys. Hopefully now that Australia, Perth, but I'm over in New Zealand this weekend visiting family. Yeah, I've got some psychic powers there earlier, and I had something was telling me New Zealand, but my gut was telling me Australia. So I'm glad I got that right. Missed the Springbank local barley that went on sale today in Sweden. Crashed the Monopoly site. Picked up the Long Row Red though, and just picked up my Kilkerran 8 today too. Oh, so James, have you been following up on the Kilkerran 8? The new one, the Oloroso. This one. I think is it this one? No, it's not that one. This one. 56.9. Be prepared, my friend. There's a little bit of sulphur going on with this one. Takes a wee bit of getting past. It's a tough one. Again, it's just one of those guys. The previous one was just a monster. The other one's a little bit. Listen, it's drinkable. It's a decent dram. It's got lots going on, but if you're susceptible to sulphur, I'm not that susceptible to it, so I can just about get away with it. But I think about a few guys been around who have done it, and it's a tough one. Alfie says if something scores below 80, yeah, he doesn't review it. Yeah, no, that's that tends to be a theme. 80. I don't think I've seen anything into the 70s. Definitely not 65. Yeah, that's the one I picked up today. Only went on sale in Sweden 1 to 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, I think when I cracked it open, I was a wee bit surprised that it's quite sulphurous. Still got lots of great stuff going on. It's a great Kilkerran 8. I think the difference with this one is the previous one was recharred Oloroso. I think this is just straight Oloroso. And I'm just catching up here. Just giving that. Don't worry, guys. I've not forgot about this. I get hints of sulphur, but it's not too bad for me. Yeah, no, I'm probably in that park as well. I think some of the guys really do get it. Dram Yankee got more shocked by that than Garrison Drain Pour, which I also had no idea about. Yeah, I need to catch up on this Garrison Brothers one. I've not watched that one. See, I've just bought a bottle of Garrison Brothers myself, so I'm dreading watching the video. Which one did you do, Dustin? Tell me it wasn't the Balmaria. Cracking a Stringlebank 12-year-old Cask Strength when I get home with friends. They're pretty damn excited due to the difficulty in getting some in Australia. No, at least it's getting there and you've managed to get a hold of one. Okay, guys, so I think I've all caught up in the chat. Yeah, fresh sherry, this one. It's good, but not mind-blowing. Yeah, so you've cracked it already, eh? Let's do this. Wow, that sherry's nice. That's the first thing that's jumping out in this one is the bit of raisin, a bit of sultana. But it's sherry. Sea salt's there. That marine note's there as well. Again, the marine. Wow. Black pepper, bit of black pepper. And they've got that cheesy character in this one as well. That kind of funky bits coming across is maybe cheesy. Might even be a bit of cheese on toast that going on in this as well. That's that funky Springbank character. Wow. But those damp notes are there as well. But there's loads of dried fruit, raisin, sultana, figs, dates, all the usual kind of stuff. And then there's a real nice tropical note again in this. Pineapple and mango. Wow, there's a lot going on in the nose of this. Man, guys, there's some chocolate. I haven't even had my chocolate nuts, but let me have a wee chocolate. No, I won't. I'll wait till I've done this. There's a little bit of chocolate. Wow. But it's gone grassy. It's that outdoor note is there as well. There's some great outdoors. Grassy, haystacks, that wet wood's there. Damp wood, wet wood. That funky dampness that's there from Springbank. Wow. Real nice nose, complex nose, and it's got a beautiful balance between the sherries with those dried fruits, the figs, the raisins, the tropical fruit, and then you've got the other bits with the grass and the dampness, the spice, bit of black pepper again's there. Wow, real lovely nose. But for me, it's not all about the nose. For me, it's more about the sipping. So have a quick sip of this, guys. So down the hatch. Cheers. There it is. Oh, wow. What a mouthfeel. What an arrival. It's thick. It's velvety. It's syrupy. It's powerful. It's intense. That 55.4 lets you know that it's there. But on the arrival, it's hot. It's some ginger, maybe even some gingerbread. Light smokes there again. Wow, it's so dry as well. Got a beautiful dryness, and then all of us, once you get past the dryness, it becomes mouth-watering. Those tropical fruits come in. Wow. Got another sip of this. This might, I've got one in an hour and 11 minutes. This might take me up to, this tasting might take me up to 2 hours. I might pour another one of these. Wow. It's such a nice nose. But what a event on the palate. So powerful, so intense. But it's spicy. It's sticky honey. But let's try a second sip. This is a neck pour, guys. So God knows what it's going to be like once I get further down the bottle. Wow. Yeah, it's sticky, it's peppery, it's honeyed. Pineapple, just gone. Once you get past the dryness and the smoke, it becomes really, really juicy, really mouth-watering. Those pineapples, it's pineapple juice. It's like we have a tinned pineapple here in the UK. I don't know, you probably have them tinned everywhere, but we have that pineapple chunks, pineapple rings, juicy pineapples, and they come in that really nice juice. I'm getting this in this. It's that juicy pineapple chunks, pineapple rings. It's just getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Wow. But then the funk comes. That dampness, that briny, smoky, coastal, sea salt, a little bit of salt. It's not as salty as the 15. The 15 was a little bit saltier. This is definitely sweeter. So this is a real sweet dram, and I think the sherry's got a lot to do with that. But yeah, wow. Let's do the finish. I've got a feeling, guys, I might be pouring another one of these after I finish this. While I kind of see me through the chat. Let's see if I missed anything. We'll be cracking, yeah, we'll be cracking a Springbank 12 Cask Strength when I get home with friends. Pretty damn excited. They should be pretty damn excited, Kilkerran. It's a tasty piece of work from Springbank. Beautiful whiskey. What was Dustin? No, they're just a small batch. I think I missed what he was talking about there. Just a rough getting in here in the US. I've managed to get one past a couple of years, but it's so damn pricey. I'm not sure if that's a Springbank or not. And didn't waste time. If it was sulfury, I wanted the air to ASAP. Still, 50. Oh yeah. Well, if you did, I don't think. I think I did a video with a comparison, and I don't think it was a fair comparison because I think I did the new one pretty much not long after I opened it, and then I think the 57.1, which was the daddy for me. Just a coincidence. I was on 57.1. There had 57 people watching, so it's just that kind of coincidence. Alluring, just the rough getting here in the UK. Yeah, I've got that one. But yeah, no, I don't think though. I think a lot of people would want to compare them. I think when I did the video, I wanted to get that comparison video out just to let people know that sulfur was in there, and I don't think there's been a dramatic drive to try and get the new one as the old one. And if I could give anybody a tip, guys, rather than chase this new Oloroso Sherry 8-year-old, I'd have a look at trying to pick up the under the radar bourbon cask 8-year-olds, because I think they are, at the minute, I think the latest bourbon cask 8 is as good as they've had for a long, long time. So you might find it a wee bit easier to pick up that 8-year-old bourbon one, and I'd recommend that all day long, guys, because it's phenomenal stuff. I've got a couple of bottles of it. I think the one I've got here is 55.7. Wicked. That's the bourbon version. So if you're a bourbon lover and you're not so much sherry, and you want to try some Kilkerran, if you come across that, then guys, dive in and pick that one up. Okay, wow. Where are we on here with this? Still grassy. It's so sweet. But that there's a lot going on. That kind of toasting cheese, the sticky honey. It's like sticky cheese. It's cheesy. You know, it's wow. Gingerbread. It's fruity. Again, guys, there's so much. I think Springbank's knocked out of the park again with this one. So if you manage to get a hold of this, fair play. Happy days. Try and get as many as you can. I wouldn't trade Paul the Garrison, but I'm not buying the stuff either. Then again, I've never had a standard small batch. Okay, wow. Just wondered if I missed Justin tell me that, oh no, it was just a small batch 2018. Wow. Well, there's the result, eh? I'm looking forward to that, Gary. I've had a sample of that Garrison Brothers and I enjoyed it. So I managed to pick a bottle up here, which again is a wee bit your feet. Yeah, you can. There's Al. Look, Al knows about the funk. Al's a funker, isn't you, Al? You a funker, mate? We're a pair of funkers. Wow. I think this is a new name here, I think. I'm going to have a tough thing with this. Just as well, I'm on the Springbank 12. Gurisman, Betty. Gurisman. How you doing, Gurisman? Hope I've not butchered that, my friend. Springbank 15 versus Abalur and Erbuna. Wow. They are different, but I think the Buna is Cask Strength, whereas this is 46. The Abuna is more sherry dominated. It's a sherry bombs. It's a out there. Downside with the Abuna is the prices just went silly. I used to pick them up for under £50 for years and years and years, and now they're hitting 80, 85, 90 pounds, 75, 80, 85. They're in that real. I think Abalur took the piss there a little bit. Just in my opinion, Abalur. But yeah, I don't think they're a comparison there, Gurisman. I think the Abuna is just too much a sherry bomb, and it's super AB. It's in the 60s ABV as well. This is a 46er, so it's. I think the Springbank 12 is going a little bit closer, but I don't think it's still in that sherry bomb character. The sherry bomb division. I think if they were boxers, there'd be a wee bit of a mismatch. Okay, nice. I've gone through 4 bottles of 57.1, so memory is enough now. Wow, where did you get 4 bottles from? You must be the guy that's buying them all on auction, snapping them all up. You must be the guy that was trying to outbid, and you've outbid me. I think I've done 3 bottles. I think I've got 4 left, if I remember right. Yeah, he agrees with me on the bourbon. I agree on the bourbon cast, no longer available here, but I've had so much sherry stuff lately. I need some variety. Yeah, no, James, if you want some variety, dive onto the Aaron Bothy. Awesome piece of work. You could do those. I know you kind of get those Kilkerran bourbons, but that's fantastic stuff as well. There is some really nice bourbon ones out there, but the Arran one is the one that kind of comes to mind. Is that's just tasty stuff, man. I think I watched Whiskey Wednesday do a review of it, and he almost got a 10. That's how nice that Arran Bothy was. Let's see what else is going on here. Interesting, Springbank 10 better than Springbank 15. We'll need to try. Well, if I think when I did these guys at review, when I reviewed them, I think I gave the 15. I think I gave it an 89, and I think I gave the 10 a 90. And I think that was purely on a couple of things. I think for an entry level 10-year-old, it was as good an entry level 10. It's 46%. It was non-chill filtered. It ticked a load of boxes. It was a complex. It's as complex a 10-year-old that you could probably find out. I know there is a few others out there, but that's definitely one of the complex 10s. And I think the 15 just came into another bracket where I think there was other 15s that I felt. I don't think I did them head to head. I think I did them on different occasions, and I think the 15 fell into a category where I thought there was better 15s out there. I think if I was scoring that again today, I'd probably score it an 89 again, and I'd probably score the 10 and 90 again. So yeah, I think I got that right with my scores. Price was under £40. The 15, granted, it's not much more at 55. So price never really came into that much. I think I just felt that I was getting more from that 10-year-old, and I'd readily run out and buy more of it and more of it. In fact, I think I've got 2 or 3 bottles of it. I've even got a couple of the old ones kicking around as well. So the one I'm on the minute is the old one. So I've got a couple of new ones kicking about as well. So I'd love to try them at some point. What else we got here? I still have a bottle of Cavalon Cask Strength Sherry. Yeah, no, I don't know if you've seen my review, Adam. I've just done one of those Sherry Solists, which I thought was awesome stuff. I think I've gave that as probably as high a score as I've gave anything. I think I gave it a 95 up there with the Edredor 12 Hibisco 95. So at the minute I've got 3 95s in the running this year for the Whiskey of the Year. I've got the Glengoyne 25, and I've got those 2. I've got the Edredor 12, and I've got the Cavalon Solist. And to be fair, that Solist, I only got that from a sample. So that was, I can only imagine how nice that would be to have a bottle of it. The hurdle I have is the money, though. I think it's expensive for the money. Great whiskey, but I think that Edredor 12 Hibisco, when they come out, they're running about the 80 to 90 pound mark. I think that Solist is round about 150 to 200. That might be dollars. So there's a big difference in money. If it came to which one would I like to stock up on, I'd like to stock up on both of them, but my budget would probably get me sticking up on the Edredor, which is hiding in the back there somewhere. So we can pick that up there. It's in there somewhere. But yeah, what we got here? Springbank 10, 15 Abelard seems about right. I think that may be my pronunciation, maybe. I hope that's my pronunciation. Oh, Zach's there. How you doing, Zach? You've come back. You've been away and you've missed it all. You've come back for the finish of the Springbank 12. Where you been? Yeah, no, I had a great chat there tonight, Zach. Thank you very much. Just a quick one. I hope you've been to that post office. Wow, okay. So we've got a few. I think we've got a few of the American guys kicking around now. Oh, there's a New Zealander. How you doing, Nick? My new breakfast dram is Springbank 15. You can't get away from that Ardbeg, can you? Nick, I had a wee bit of moan earlier. I don't know if you caught it earlier. I had a wee bit of moan about the Ardbeg. I know it's not going to go down well with you, but I picked up the Scotch committee release, Cask Strength, 51.7. Picked that up, mate. I picked it up for £90, and I got an email today from Ardbeg saying, do you want to buy the new Fizale Scotch 46% version? £100. It was more money than the... How do you get round the the original strength at 51.7, and then they sell at £90, and then you sell your 46%, maybe a watered down version at £100? How's that work? It's just a little bit of gripe with Ardbeg. I think some of them are taking advantage, and I know the whiskey's good and I know all that, but we've only got so much money, guys. Sorry, Nick. Thanks for popping in, mate. Yeah. So, what are you drinking, Nick? I did a little Patreon live stream on Sunday, Nick. I was sorry you couldn't make it, mate, but I'm going to try and do it. Thanks to the guy that did. There's a few guys came in. I think we had a nice, interesting little chat, getting to know each other and talking shit about whiskey and all that. I'm going to try and make it a kind of monthly thing. I'm not too sure whether I'll do 2 versions of it. Maybe do a rest of the world version, and then maybe do a Europe and Britain version because of the time zones. I think when I had the guys in the other day, it was really early for them. I think I had 3 different time zones in America in. So yeah, no, I'm going to try and have a wee look at that, but I'm going to try and do it monthly. It might be a Sunday night. I don't know how that works for you, Nick. Prefer the 10 to the 15. I actually prefer Springbank 10 to most whiskies, period. Yeah, no, listen, it's a belting everyday sipper. It's not going to break your bank. It's quality. It's got all the things that the geeks and the whiskey connoisseurs all ask for. It ticks all them boxes. If you get it under £40, then it's no brainer, really. I'd buy a case of it at that price. Adam, I love the 10, but the new batches of 10 are amazing. The 15 was never my favourite. Yeah, no, I probably agree with you, Dustin. I've scored the 10 higher than the 15. I think I get more from the 10 than I do for the 15. What's Al saying? Oh yeah, definitely a funker for sure. Though some might change that to another letter. No, I think you're definitely a funker, Al. If you were that other one, I think they'd all be telling you what you are, man. I think you're definitely a funker. Oh, there's Neil. Neil, nice for popping in, mate. Nice to see you. Where you been? You been at a party or something? Hope you've had under 30 at that party. Thank you very much, mate. I did a wee mention earlier about your super chat. I'm really, really chuffed, mate. I did the draw for the super chat winners, and unfortunately, Andy C won it. So maybe next time, mate. But I'll send you some. I love you, mate. And I'll send you some stuff. Let's what we got here now. Oh, it's 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Our big breakfast, eh? Wow, wee beastie. You like that wee beastie, don't you? How's it compared to the Ardbeg 10, Nick? Got a few guys popping in. All the stragglers are all coming in now, man. We have James Morgan, bargain in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's any of the Springbanks are a bargain. I must have missed what he was talking about. Let's see if I can find it. Scott's even in New Zealand yet. Yeah, no, it got released today here. I could have bought it today for £100, and I couldn't do it, Nick. I couldn't buy a 46% Ardbeg Scotch for £100 when I bought the 51.7, I think. 51.7 for 90. And it was the committee release as well, so I just couldn't do that. Oh, have I missed Donna Pass as well? Oh, there's a few in, man. God almighty. Let me just pop back here. I think Donna Pass, man. How you doing, Donna? Tim, thanks for popping in on Sunday, buddy. I had a great chat with you, mate. First one in and the last one out, mate. I love it. Nice one. And he did tell me was he going to hang around for long, so I think he's a bit like me. There's the Draminator, man. Look, there's that guy, man. I wish I'd have thought of that name. Big hello, Ohio, Daddy-o. Okay, hoping everything is going well with you and yours, and you're keeping the Manchester boys in line, mate. Yeah, no, them Manchester boys are all in line, buddy. They're all cracking bunch of lads, to be fair. I don't know if there's a couple of them were in earlier. I don't know if they're still in now, but Bart was in and Bart was in and Gabriel was in. I've not seen much of the Malt Monk tonight. I don't know. I think he might be on a promise tonight. But yeah, there are a few good lads. Neil Bloor, nice to see you again, Neil. Don't know how long you can hang around, mate. Scotty F, how you doing, Scott? Pick up that sample pack, mate. That's worth buying and worth getting involved with. You'll learn loads with that. That sample pack. GTG for a meeting. Thanks for your service. Okay, I'm not too sure what that one was. Nick Keynes gave me a bit of code. 10 = 5. Not too sure what that means, Nick. Might need to give me a wee bit more info on that. I've had a few whiskies, mate, so you might have to give me a wee bit more info. I much prefer the Ardbeg 10 to the Udigal. 10 is more interesting in my opinion. I think I'm not a peathead, right? And don't hold it against me, but I'm probably glad I'm not a peathead when I see some of them prices coming out today. 100 quid for a non-age statement at 46%. So my first peated one that I really enjoyed, I think, was the Yugi. 10 greater than 5. 10. Okay. Yeah. Look at you. Tell you, dude, does maths. I'm not a maths guy either, man. I was more a kind of arithmetic guy, not a maths guy. How you doing, Dan? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Here we go. We've got the Ardbeg thing. Nick, we've got the Ardbeg thing going, Nick. I've not done the finish on this Springbank 12 yet, but who cares? Ardbeg wee beastie just arrived in Ontario, see you last week, and sold out online same day. Yeah, it's cheap as chips, isn't it? I don't know how it is in Ontario, but it's cheap and chips here, man. I think my Ardbeg, I think everything, Ardbeg's core range, I think it's a great core range. And I think Gabriel mentioned earlier in the chat we had that why get involved with all these limited release Ardbegs when you can stick with the core range. I think he's sticking with them. The prices are great. I think the Ardbeg 10 is in everything. I think Udi Gal's got a bit of Ardbeg 10 in it. I think the Corey Vrecken's got a bit of Ardbeg 10 in it. I think all those core ranges all resolve around that kind of Ardbeg 10. And I think it's another great entry-level 10-year-old staple every day. It's never going to disappoint. And I think the price is pretty decent straight through. I think as long as I can remember, I don't think it's gone up any. Let's have a wee sip of water and then I'll do a finish on this. 54 in the chat. Wow, we doing well tonight, guys. There's Ben, the Demon Hunter. How you doing, Demon Hunter? Ben, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for dropping by. Canadians are rocking in now, man. They're all getting to know each other. Texans are in as well. Springbank 12 in my glass. There's Mr. Slinger's got on board, man. Is that an old one, Mark? Is that a new one? Okay, so let's do a wee bit of finish on this one. I've got a feeling I might pour another one of these. I think I've got I'm planning for half an hour left, so who's up for calling it a night after 2 hours? That's a decent live stream, isn't it? 2 hours. What do you think? Oh, such a nice nose as well. The sherry's pretty dominant on the nose. Real nice. It's about 3 releases ago. Okay. The 10's the kiddie and always was. Sure, 6 editions are great too, but the 10 still holds up. Yeah, no, I think you're right, mate. I think the 10 is... I think that's the one that keeps Ardbeg going. Subsequent editions are great too, but the 10 holds up since it came back one stream back in the day. It's still the real deal. Yeah, no, I think most of those that core range has got some Ardbeg 10 in it. Where we go. Always a pleasure, Alan, the whiskey friend. Yeah, all the Canadians are in. All the Canadians are here. Just need some of the Americans now to kind of pipe up a little. There's another one. There's Cameron. I think that might be I might be taking a chance here. Hey up now, Cameron. I think Cameron might be this might upset you here, Cameron. I think you maybe in America. Tell me it's no Canada, man. I need to get my memory fixed. I've got a shit memory, guys. But nice to see you, Cameron. What are you drinking? Just don't Daniel in, and if you have a shot at finishing in time. Yeah, no. I hope, man. Daniel, I've not seen Daniel yet, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers. I think I've blocked Daniel anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a few chats going on here. Number 39. Okay, I've missed that one, but yeah, let's do the finish on this 12. I might have time, guys, to sneak in a wee bit of Hazelburn. I've got a wee tasting. I want to do a wee bit of sherry, and then I'll head up and I'll take my Lafroig 10 Cask Strength up with me. I'm trying my best, guys, to get involved in the peat. I'm trying. Wow, this is such a nice. Even now it's spicy, but it's sweet spices. It's perfumed. Wow, and it's still got that kind of dusty, damp. Wow, such a nice nose. But let's do the finish. Okay. That's nice. It's figs, dates, dried fruits on the finish. This one, Dustin, is 55.4. Let me see that. 55.4. See, this is the 2021. Only came out a couple of weeks ago. Wow. Yeah, dried fruits. It's gone spicy. United States Marine. Oh, there we go. I'm glad I got that right. Yeah. And let's see if I can catch up. I'm going to pour a Hazelburn then too. Yeah, well, what Hazelburn are you going to pour? Let's see if I can pour the same one. Yeah, the finish, that one, it's nice. It's dried fruits, it's dates, figs, all those sherry notes, typical sherry notes, right through to the finish. But the spice is really nice. It's becoming a really nice sweet cinnamon. But right on the end of the finish, it has that earthy outdoor note. It's earthy, it's grassy, it's damp, it's funky. That wet wood, that damp wood, and the smoke's still there on the end. So it's a real nice finish. What would I score it? What do you think, guys? What's the score going to be? I'm thinking it's the best of the three. So I've got no hesitation in giving this 91 on that neck pour. I will be doing a review. It's probably going to be a couple of months now because I've got plans coming up. Hopefully my plans come into place. It might help some of you American guys. We're going to maybe do an American month bourbon month next month, maybe. Guess that's a newer 12 than I've seen. Yeah, Dustin, it only came out. I only picked it up last week. I think when it got released. It may have got released probably a week and a half ago, 2 weeks maybe. But it's definitely the latest one. It's 50-50 sherry and bourbon. But yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah, the American guys, I'm going to try and tackle a month. I've not done anything like this before. I'm going to try and do I've had a load of bourbon samples, load of rye samples, load of American whiskies. I'm hopefully going to try and do them next month through June. Maybe getting into July, I'm going to try and do maybe a Texas month, obviously with Zach's help. So if Zach gets to me in time, then I'm going to probably try and do a Texas month in July, which might tie in maybe a good month for Americans. So that's the plans. And then it might be once we get into August, maybe have a wee holiday, and then get into August, and maybe start going back on the American, the Scotch and that kind of stuff. Might drop a few odd Scotch ones down there again if I feel something's ready to get worth a review. Then I might just drop in an odd Scotch one. I know I've got a re-review coming up at some point, guys. I might sneak that one in. The re-review, the Cask Strength Lafroig. I did that about 10 months ago, and I did that from a sample bottle. So I feel it's time that we I maybe go back and review that. I'd spent quite a time with that bottle, so that's one that I definitely will come back and do at some point. Yeah, if I can't do this one, let's go you, mate. 56.1. I think that's this one. Well, no, it's 57.1. This one. Zach Andrews, James McGoran, Springbank 12, Cask Strength 56.1. Yeah, no, I've got the 57.1 here. I think there's one in between these, if I remember right. That might be the one in between. Molasses, it will be 200 degrees in Texas in July. Perfect. But that's going to be dry and dusty. Rittenhouse rye is great. Yeah, I've had a wee sample of that one in the early days. Dram Yankees sent me a load of stuff, so I'm going to try and batter through some of that. Yeah, 57.1 is great. Yeah, I've got that one here. Eagle Rare. Top Draw 2. Yeah, I've got a bottle of that. I've not opened that bottle yet, Jerry, so that might find its way open at some point the next month. Let's see if I can catch up. So what Hazelbank we gonna pour? Yank. Who was on it? No sex, no Rolex. No Rolex, no sex when it was on the Hazelburn. What Hazelburn you pouring, my friend? Zach Andrews, perfect for Texas whiskey. Yeah. Okay, got a few bits. A few guys are all getting to know each other. Thanks for seeing Scott. The name Locknell, but my great grandparents came from Bavaria. Whoa, Prussia. Wow. But I claim Scottish when convenient. No, he always claimed the Scottish. Right. Oh, he's on a Hazelburn 10. Oh, I might do a wee bit better than that one. Let me have a look. I think I've got a sample of the Hazelburn 10 kicking about, but let me see what I've got here. I can either do the 13 Oloroso or the 14 Oloroso. Anybody get any requests? 13 or 14? I need another glass in a minute. Can pour 13 or 14. What are you going to do? In fact, I tell you what I might do then, just to spice things up. I think I'm planning for 15 minutes less, guys, right? So, what if I do the 13 and the 14? What do you think? Wow, can I put it in a bourbon glass though, can I? Whew. Couple of Edredor glasses, so No favouritism. So I'll do the 14. They've just picked up the new 13 as well, guys. So I've got a couple of 13s going on here. I think I've got this was the 2017 one, the 13. 2019, the 14. 2020 13. 2021 13. So wow, we're well stocked on the Hazelburn. Both, yeah, Dan thinks they're both wonderful, man. You might be right, Dan, because I tell you what I can smell now. All I can smell now is sherry. The shed is just the most beautiful place in the world at the minute. So, what did I pour first? The 14, didn't I? Yeah, that's the 14. So, just remind me, guys, I'm going to put number 10 on the 14, and I'll put number 99 on the 13. So, still got 44 in the chat, man, and I can't believe after nearly 2 hours I've still got that in. But oh, dark cherry, man. I bought 6 of the 2020 13 Hazelburns. Wonderful. Yeah, I've not opened that one yet, Dustin, but now that I've got the endorsement from you. What would you score that one, Dustin, just out of curiosity, mate? If you gave that a score, what would you score it? Wow, this will be interesting. This ain't going to be a 65, is it? I think there's a wee bit of conversation going on. You guys are getting on well in the chat. Zach Andrews, Daniel H sent me a sample of Balcones peated and just might be in my top 10 favourite whiskies across the board. Oh, you'll get on well with Zach. Zach's a Balcones man. Zach's a Texan. $88 or 89. Okay. I'll take that as a good. That's probably going to be like a 92 or a 93 for me, innit? Wow, such nice nose, man. That's just real dark sherry. Everything's dark. Raisins, figs. Wow, this one's a little bit. This is the 13, isn't it? So this is the. Wow, this is the 2013 one. This is a wee bit funkier. This has got a wee bit of that kind of. Wow. Funk. I'm just thinking of Dan. Dan, is that the Dan? Have you sent me some samples before, Dan? I'm just trying to just check if it's you. Forgive me if it's not. I think you might have sent me some stuff a couple of years back. Wow. Yeah, the 13's a wee bit. That's a wee bit cheesier. The sherry's still there, but this one, the 14, is definitely much more sherry. Maybe a little bit of furniture polish note on this one. Yeah, no, nice, Dan. How you doing, my friend? It's been a while. Yeah, sent me some nice bourbons, man. I might still have a couple of them left, Dan. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I've got about 1,500 samples behind me here, but so yeah, no, big thanks, Dan. You had some nice stuff in there. I did do a couple of. I've done a few of them on live streams and things like that. I don't know if you've caught them up, but let me. I can't get to them all. I've put bottles in front of them, but yeah, no, I'm sure I've still got a couple left, Dan. But no, thank you very much. Thanks for popping in, man. It's nice to see you again, buddy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a wee bit more. Definitely sherried. Big sherry. I know they're both Oloroso, but I think this one's a wee bit older and it's been oxidized a wee bit longer. Funkalicious. No, they're both it goes without saying, doesn't it? The Springbanks, man. So it goes without saying that they're funkalicious. I'm just tempted which one I'm going to taste first. This one smells a little bit funkier. If you're tying me down to the funkiness, this is definitely funkier. Wow. Dan, just a quick one. Drop me an email, mate. Well, I think we need to hook up again, and I'd love to send you some more whiskies, man. So just drop me your email. I think I might have your. I'll check it out, but if not, drop me an email. Let me know, and I'd love to send you some more stuff, mate. Yeah. Happy to share. Lovely to join the live stream. No, it's such a nice guy, man. Where have you been? Where have you been all these years? Unless you've been popping in the quiet and not kind of getting involved, but. Yeah, no, that's going to be a new word, that, isn't it? Funkerlicious. Wow, I'm tempted. I can't even think which one I want to taste first. Let me get a drink of water. Oh, let's have a wee peanut. Wow. The old Funkerlicious is going on. F you, man. 10 is lovely. Funky vanilla, honey, toffee, tea. Yeah, no, it is. It's more kind of, that's bourbon influenced, that one. So you'll get those honeys and toffees and all that. Cadbury's crunchy. Wow. Yeah, no worries, Dan. I'll look out. I'll maybe drop you an email in the next couple of days, buddy, and we'll catch up with you and we'll sort something out. Might be able to help me out for American month. Oh, they are definitely nice. Let me let's take AIDS before beauty. So I'm going to go with the 13. That's the Funkerlicious one of the both. Definitely got that. There's definitely sherry noses there. The raisins, the dark fruits, the maybe some plum, maybe some dark grape. A little bit spicy, and that kind of that cheesy notes in there as well. Wow. But let's see how it tastes. I need to get rid of that chocolate peanut. I guarantee I'm going to get chocolate on this now, aren't I? Or nuts, one of the two. Wow. It's been so long since I tasted that one, guys. I don't think I've went back to that in about it must be 18 months. For 47.1, that is real nice. It's spicy, it's a little bit hot, but it comes in hot, but it really, really develops. Wonderful mouthfeel. The spicy, it's definitely spicy. The finish is probably what I remember of it. The finish is probably suffered a little bit because that finish went away a little bit quick than what I expected. But the palate was wonderful. The nose is nice. The palate was great. Let's try some more of it. See if I get a second sip. See if I can get a wee bit longer on the finish. There's the funkiness. It's spicy. All my lips are going a wee bit nippy. But it's dark. It's dark fruit. Wow. So nice. I do remember it better than what it is now. So it might be time for me maybe to either bottle kill this. I think the time's right now to bottle kill it. Maybe drop it into a wee bit of an infinity bottle, maybe something like that. But yeah, let's see how the newer one is. This is the 2019 one. So to be fair, this has probably been 10 months again since I went near this. Let's do some water. Let's see if I can catch up. Yeah, oak. Yeah, no, it's the Hazelburn. I've got the Hazelburn 13, Ben, and the 14. Here we go. I'm not a big fan of funk. I get a lot of salt funk from Old Pulteney 12 and Highland Park 12. Okay, Scott, please don't be offended, right? I know you're new to whiskey, but as your whiskey journey goes on, right? I know you're all over the sherries at the minute. You're probably a wee bit like me, but we all need a wee bit of funkiness in our life. You know, takes me back to the 60s, funky 60s, funky 70s. The funk is there. The funk is what gives you the complexity a wee bit more different rather than just doing it. Listen, if you just stick with sherry whiskies all your life, you'll just be drinking, you may as well just go out and buy bottles of sherry all the time. You want a wee bit of complexity, you want to be a bit more different, you want to have different genres, different bourbon casks, and bourbon and sherry kit like this, 50-50 bourbon and sherry. The bourbon brings enough to the party, and the sherry brings the rest to the party. Let's get funky. I remember an old hit back in the 1980s of Funky Town. I feel like playing Funky Town now, man, but yeah, I'll do it. Let's see if I can find it. I think I'm on my last kind of, hopefully 10 minutes, guys, so don't know if some of you might not even remember this, be this old to this, but Scott definitely won't remember it. But Scott's from Glasgow, so this might definitely be. He'll definitely have heard this. No, that's what I'm talking about, eh? Bit of Funky Town. I'm probably going to get done on YouTube now for copyright, but I think you get the drift. But yeah, no, we all want a bit of funk, don't we? Need a bit of funk. Even Dustin might have a bit of Funky Town, man. We support bottle kills. Yeah, no, I think it's if you get to a bottle kill, I tell you what, guys, when I cleaned up tonight or today, I had that many empty bottles kicking around, and I don't know why I had all the empty bottles. I think I might have been saving them to do maybe a recycled review or something or whatever, but I decided against it. I think that's Roy's thing, so I'm going to leave that to Roy. But I chucked out so many bottles today, which is a great thing. And I think if you get to a bottle kill, then it means the bottle has done well. This is probably lasting a wee bit longer. I think it's because it's a Hazelburn 13. It looks good on the shelf. I probably ignored it a little bit. I probably should have went back to that a wee bit earlier and killed it off earlier. Trust me, I'll kill that off over the next couple of next couple of days, that'll get killed off. The chic. No, it's not the chic, man. You want the funk, got to have that funk. We want the funk. Yeah. Dustin, you must have heard of Funky Town, man. Even that, you must have been around back in the 80s, man. Tell me one. You've got to be around in the 80s. Yeah, Nick remembers Funky Town, man. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Yeah, we're gonna Shane's guitar in here, Ben. Yeah. Dustin's come along with a Parliament quote. Okay, well, no, it's one of it. No, Scott, as I was saying earlier, man, you need it. You'll come across the funk will hit you one day. I'm trying to get there with a Pete, but I'm sure something will hit me one day, and I'll just go, wow, where's the Pete gone already? Why have I not got involved in Pete earlier? Top shelf, Dustin calling with the Parliament quote. There's Richard Agnew. Where you been, Richard? Have you been sitting in the background, or have you just turned up? The funk, the whole funk, and nothing but the funk. Check it in Ontario. Yeah, no, we're all about the funk, and I think it's one of the. We're probably ending this on quite a nice note on Springbank. I think Springbank is probably famous for its funk. I think sometimes some are funkier than others, and I think tonight I found some have been funkier than others. Funkier. Yeah, but we need a bit of funk. I think some of the other guys I get funk with, there's definitely a Campbeltown funk. I think if you go through the Glen Scotias, you go through the Kilkerrans, you go through the Springbanks, there's definitely a funk in there, which I don't think I don't think you express with Isla. I don't think you get funk. I don't think people talk about Isla funk. I don't think people talk about Speyside funk. I don't think people talk about Highland funk. I think the one that comes to mind is Campbeltown funk. Don't get me wrong, there is some funky Editors, there's some funky Ben Nevises. There's a few funky ones kicking around. Let's see, I've got a few other guys popped in. I've got S Goody. S Goody one. I've just turned up, no idea what's going on in here, like an alternate reality. Yeah. No, you've just landed on Funky Town, my friend. We've been doing Springbank 10, 15, 12 Cask Strength. We're just now ended up on Hazelburn 13 and 14. So I'm really privileged that you've decided to join us, my friend. Thank you very much for popping in. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. I hope you can catch up. If not, you can always go back and catch up on the replay, and it might give you a wee bit more insight to what's actually been going on. Let's have a look. It's Goody one. Where are you from, my friend? Which part of the world are you in? Let's have a look. Is 43 good? Listen, buy it, man. That's a buy. Buy it. Snap it. Buy it now. Don't wait. Oh, no. Cheers, Jerry. I've just clocked it myself. London. Oh, he's in London. Nice. Thanks for popping in, buddy. I thought you were going to be somewhere like Canada or New Zealand, like all the rest of these guys in here now. But no, happy to have you from London, man. You're not too far away from here. I'm in Manchester. If you've not subscribed, you might want to hit that subscribe button down below, mate. Okay, let's have a look. Who's on what? Somebody's on a 9-year-old. Thinking Ben Nevis, 9-year-old. No, listen, I like her. I think when it comes to some of these, I might hit on this now before I get off, right? But these are some challenging whiskies. I think the Springbank gives you a wee bit more of a challenge. I think the Arran 10s, the Glencadam 10s, I don't think they're that challenging. I think they're more fruity and sweet and so easy to drink. Glenfarclas 12, they're just dangerous whiskies. They're fantastic stuff. Strange Mancunian accent. Yeah, no, well, I'm trying to because I'm doing Scotch whiskey. I put this Scottish accent on. You know, you don't want to hear my Mancunian accent. That just wouldn't go down well with whiskey. But thank you very much for asking, my friend. Yeah, there's some really nice 10s, Glencadams, Arons, those kind of whiskies. But the ones we're talking about tonight, these are challenging. So the Springbank are just that wee bit more challenging. Ben Nevis is definitely a challenging whiskey. Any of the Ben Nevises have had. Edredeurs are bordering on that as well. There's some really, really nice Edredeurs out there. Fantastic stuff. I've got a couple of guys popped in again. I think hi from Toronto, Canada. Love your reviews. Thank you very much, Ben Ray. What you drinking tonight, my friend? Let's have a look. Oh man, I can't get away from that Funky Town, man. I bet I get a warning now from YouTube for playing Funky Town. Do we care? Do we care if we play Funky Town? It had to be done, didn't it? Funky Town was the kind of, that's where we were, and that was where our journey was. That's where we were all in that time and space. We're all getting funky. We're all getting funker. We're all getting whatever. So I'm going to dive into this Springbank. Oh no, it's not a Springbank anymore. It's a Hazelburn now, isn't it? Hazelburn 14, I think this one is. Yeah, the 14. Wow, this is nice. Straight away, the 14 now has got the better nose. I think when I reviewed these, if I remember back, I think when I reviewed the 13 and 14 together, I think I had a preference to the nose on the 13, but I think I've left it too long now, and I think the 14's killing it now. So this is definitely, I had to Google funk. What did it tell you? On complex, I like sweet, smoky, and meaty bacon, full flavour with good long finish. Ardbeg. Yeah, no, I was going to mention it before I got to Ardbeg Goody Gal. I was going to. That's what was going to jump out at me. Is that Oogie is the one. I think it's my favourite of the core range. It's a toss up between the. I think the Oogie. I got onto the Oogie early. I'll just do a quick one here, guys. I was lucky enough in my collecting days to buy some Udigal, the first edition bottles of Udigal. So 2003, 2004, and 2005. I think Jim Murray made it Whiskey of the Year in 2007. But in my opinion, the 2-3s and the 2-year-old, the 2003, 2004, and 2005 were much, much better than the 2007. They had the old. They were like Glendronachs. They had older stuff in the 2003s because of the closure at Ardbeg. They were phenomenal whiskies. I was lucky enough to have 5 or 6 bottles of them, and I sent 2 or 3 of them to auction. I did drink a couple of them. They were phenomenal stuff. And I'd even say now that the Uigeadail of today is not the same as that Uigeadail back in 2003 and 2004, 2005. But if you pick them up at auction, guys, you're looking at $250 to £300 a bottle, which is probably just too much for them. They're not they're not worth buying at that price. But Oogie was my Corrie Vecken I love. And that's strange coming from a peathead, not a peathead, but I like the Corrie Vecken and I like the Uigeadail. The Anoa is not pretty much doing much for me. And to be fair, I've not tried the wee beastie. Do you think hazelbirds would blend well? I think they're on their own. When you catch them, they're nice. I don't know what you mean by blending. Blending it with what are you going to blend it with? Yeah, Paul M. Montreal, man. Oh, the Canadian. We've got a load of Canadians tonight, haven't we? Are we going to go for 3 hours, guys? What do you think? I know I'm working tomorrow, so I really need to take it easy. But I'm enjoying myself so much. I was actually hoping that the count would go down 10 in, 7 in, 5 in, and I could get off, you know, but I've still got over 40 in tonight, so. Yeah, no, but Adam, if you've tried that Udigal, the current Udigal's really, really nice, but those 2003s were really, really spectacular. I'm no surprised they're gone for the money they're going for. Yeah, Lagavulin 16. I'm working too. Yeah, no, let's just get pissed and go to work pissed, man. I bet you have a good day in work when you're pissed. Let's go for 3 hours. Right, I tell you what I do, guys. I'm going to go for 3. I'm going to call it a night at 3 hours, right? Is that a deal? We got a deal? No. Gerard, 4.5's too much, man. Right, go for 4.5. 3. I'll call it a day at 3, I think, because I am enjoying it, and I've still got a couple of drams I want to share. So I'm going to go through this one now. So this is raisin. This is raisins. Lots of dark fruits. Lots of plum. Dark plum. Juicy plum. Agree with Dustin. What's Dustin saying? Miss Dustin. Let me check Dustin. Wow, Dustin was hours ago, man, Jerry. I've not seen anything for Dustin for about 2 hours. What's Dustin saying? Can't find Dustin. Jerry, let us know what Dustin was saying. What are you agreeing with? I knew 2 hours was optimistic. Wow. He's all getting into. No, Dustin fancy 8 hours. No, I know. I found Dustin, man. Found Dustin, man. No, I ain't doing 8, Dustin. No, I can't do 8, man. I'll be fucking driving to work pissed, man. But you never know, man. You never know. What can I do for 8 hours? I could go and cook a pizza, I suppose, and do a quick cook pizzas and all that jargon, go and have a nap and come back. Yeah, I think Willie Chan's saying, yeah, I think that deal was that 3 hours, Willie Chan, yeah. Another 45 minutes, eh? What do you want me to do in the next 45 minutes then? I'll finish this Hazelburn off. Will we keep it Springbank? Mr. Ed's popped in. Missing loads in the chat here, man. Long burn, long row. I've had a few samples of long row. It's like it's the choice I've got. Do I go for the long row red? Do I go for the hazel burns that are coming out? There's so much coming out, and I think with Springbank they tend to do them they make it an event. You've got I think the long row 13 came out, the Kilkerran heavily peated came out, and the Springbank 12 all came out on the same day. So it's a busy day. Try to get them all. Managed to pick up the Springbank 12, the 13, and the Kilkerran batch 4. What's your thoughts on Kilkerran batch 4, guys? What's your thoughts on the heavily peated Kilkerrans? I'm going to try and catch this. Dustin was saying there was no way you're getting off early. Yeah, no. I think that was a done deal, wasn't it? Some geezer in platforms and a kipper tie appeared. Funk was googled. Yeah, no, funky's funky. No, funky. I think funky. It depends on your context of funky. I think when you're funky, smelling funky, it's different. It's a different kind of smell, different kind of aroma. I think dressing funky and all that, Funky Town and all that kind of stuff is a wee bit different. But let's not get into Funky Town again, man. Mr. Ed, how you doing, Mr. Ed? Nice to see you, buddy. Great live stream, Alan. Working tomorrow, so need to get the funk out now. Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much for that, mate. I'm trying my best. I did try and get off at 2 hours, but it didn't happen. Haven't had the luck to try any of heavily peated Kilkerrans yet. Wow, man. James, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, mate, right? I'll do this just for you. Drop me your email, right? Let me have a look. Let's see if I can put my email on here. Let me find it. Forget the coins, guys. If you don't want to buy a coin, forget the coins, right? James, drop me an email to that email address, right? And I'll send you some Kilkerran heavily peated. Just for you, buddy. Anybody else that wants to email, you can email me, guys. But I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of you, but I'll try and do as many as I can, because as normal, the pleasure is in the sharing. I'll try my best to get as many out as I can. So I hope you've got that email, because I'm going to try and take it down now, man. So, yeah. Okay. No, it's just a shame you've not tried any Kilkerran. The Kilkerran heavily peated they're awesome. If you're a peathead, they're awesome, man. Mushroom funk is good! Exclamation of Springbank. No, but Nick, it could be anything. It could be some get rubber, some get what's the other one? Rubber. That cheesy cheese on toast. I think I got the wee bit of cheese on toast on the 12. I think, was it on the 12? I got that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that velvety. I'm just smelling this now. This is the 15. The Cask Strength 12. Yeah, no, it's definitely now. It's that kind of, that funk is going a little bit. I always tend to do this, guys. When I finish it, I leave it covered for a bit, and I tend to find loads. So when I go back to this now, it's much more funkier now without the liquid in it. It's just the aroma that's left, and that's when you tend to find those kind of that cheese on toast is there. That's where I've got the funkiness in this one. It's a bit cheesy and it's a bit cheese on toast. Sometimes I get, like with an Edredure funk, I get that kind of mechanics overalls, diesel, that kind of real industrial. Ben Nevis is really industrial as well, so there's loads and loads of different kind of funks. Who's looking on Amazon? Sorry guys, I know I keep getting caught up here, but 42 now. What's 42? Let's have a look. What's 42.99 on Amazon? Tell me that's a Springbank 12 Cask Strength. This one, man. Like a lobby dozer just staggered out the Tontine Hotel, real funky. I'm just trying to think where you are, Graham. I'm trying to remember if you're in Glasgow or in Scotland somewhere. Are you in Glasgow, Graham? No, Jerry, I don't know if that is. I think that's that Band-Aid. I think that Band-Aid adhesive smell, I think that's purely, that's more an Islay thing. I think that's not a Campbeltown funky. I think that's more a kind of, whether you call that as funky on Islay, I think it's a characteristic of Islay. It's more, particularly Lafroig, it's more that kind of Band-Aid, Elastoplast, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're in Glasgow. I'm sure he said he was in Glasgow there. Yeah, Glasgow. Yeah, no, I thought that. As soon as I seen Klepto, I knew that was Glasgow, man. And don't take that the wrong way, my friend. Cheers. I'll have a wee sip of this Hazelburn 14. Here's to Glasgow. I'll be up soon. Wow. No, this is definitely much nicer on the nose. I think I've lost the 13 on the nose. I think that needs to be killed off. Yeah, no, that you're right, Adam. That Lafroig is Band-Aid. Yeah, I tell you what, Graham. Even at 43.95, where I would probably tie that up to get it a wee bit cheaper, was it might mean you buying something else, maybe a Springbank 15 or another, just to get over that. I think Royal Mayo is £100 free shipping. I'd probably try and duck in a second one to get over that 100. Maybe a Aaron Bothy or something, or a Aaron Sherry Cask, something like that, to get you over the £100 mark and try and get free shipping. But even with the shipping, if it costs you £5-6, I'd probably buy that. It's worth the extra £5-6. Yeah, no, somebody's got the where are we going? Long row also might like Morlash. Yeah, Mortlack is that kind of, again, it's I don't know if it's funky, but it's definitely got a different kind of nose and taste. It's a bit more kind of meaty, Speyside. It's a different type of Speyside. Speyside is normally that fruity, floral. Glenlivets and Glenfiddich are that light and sweety and fruity, and Morlack's a wee bit more meatier and a wee bit more kind of punchier. So yeah, definitely some good stuff. Let's have a look. Somebody gets Campbeltown. I get that from Campbeltown. Yeah, no, it's got its own, Jerry. It's got its own funkiness, man. Nobody will claim funk. No other region will claim funk but Campbeltown funk. Isla is different. Isla is Isla. It's peat. It's smoky. It's road tar. It's. I don't think you get that kind of funkiness. I think you get road tar when you get road tar, and when you get tarmac, you get tarmac. When you get rubber, you get rubber. When you get the barbecued meats, you get all when you get it. So yeah, it's a different. I like smoky nose, like a bonfire. Yeah, no, yeah, there's different types of smoke, and I think Isla, if you're looking for smoky bonfire noses, then Isla's where to head. I think when you get smoke on kind of Campbelltowns, I don't think it's that quite bonfire and kind of heavy, campfire and all that stuff. I think it's sometimes you get there's a little bit ashy. Sometimes you get what's the word I'm looking for? It's just a distant smoke. Sometimes that smoke transfers into kind of maybe pipe smoke, maybe some tobacco smoke, rather than, I think, again, bonfire gives you the kind of Isla distant bonfire. As the usual descriptors are bonfire on a beach, and there's a guy with a left-handed hammer smashing into a plank of wood with a big 6-inch nail. So that's where we I think I'm waffling a wee bit now, guys. Scooty, don't think. Let's have a look. Don't think anything has pure bonfire as much as Udigal, because they can turn TCP spell. I tend not to get TCP from Udigal. I get more of those sherries, dark fruits, raisins, figs. Don't get me wrong, the smoke's there. It might be classed as a kind of bonfire smoke, but not the TCP for me seems to be exclusive to the Frikes. More lack, more meaty, the more lack, the more not peaty. Yeah, no, I think it's no. You're Ben's smashed right in here, man. I did a little range of videos, guys. I don't know if you've watched them. If you haven't, I'm sure you'll go back and check them out. But I did the Lachig, I think it's Lachig 10. People call it Ladig, Lachig. I call it Ladig, Lachig. I think their 10 is a phenomenal 10-year-old whiskey, and I think that's in comparison with. I think that's the nearest one I've found to the Ardbeg 10. I think the Ardbeg 10 is a great introductory, entry level 46%. All this kind of bits and bobs going on. But I think the Chig's another one. Definitely, if it's coming under £40, 10-year-old age statement, non-chill filtered, natural colour, all the bits and bobs. Sure, it's 46.3%, maybe 46.3 ABV. I may be wrong on that, but I think off memory, one of the first Whiskey Friend videos I ever watched. Which one was that, Ben? Lafroig goes very... No, Lafroig's all about TCP for me. No, Ben. I'm saying Ben. No Rolex, no sex, right? I've prepared a whiskey to take up for me tonight when I finish this. And I planned it. And it's the Lafroig 10 Cask Strength, right? This is a monster. And I'm not a peathead, right? But this is... Drinking this neat, I couldn't drink it neat. And it's unusual for me to put water into anything, right? But I've just reviewed the video because when I did it originally, I did it from a sample. So I don't know how far down that bottle it was. I managed to do the sample review. But when I came to... I'll be honest, guys, I did a live Zoom call last Friday. And we did a blind tasting of peated whiskies. And at the end of the peated whiskies, I just cracked open my Cask Strength 10-year-old and poured it. And it took my breath away when I poured it and I sipped it. So I've been spending a bit of time over the last weekend with this Lafroig 10. I couldn't do it with no water because it's so intense, it's so pungent, it's so powerful. It's just, I couldn't find anything in it on the nose and the palate. It was a real struggle to find it. So I put heaps and heaps of water in it. And this is a whiskey that needs water. But there's that little bit of medicinal. It's not, you're right, it's not as medicinal as some of the other Lafroigs have been. But this is a real complex whiskey. And I've got a review organised. It's all done, set up, ready to go. I don't know if it's going to get out in time for this month. It might drop back until... It may be one of the ones that drop in during the American month. But yeah, some of the guys are liking the TCP. See, this is where Lafroig, I think Campbeltown comes in with the Campbeltown funk. And I think Lafroig is known for its TCP. Nobody says that Lafroig's funky. I think they've definitely got those band-aids, they've got those medicinal notes, they've got those kind of definitely TCP, definitely medicinal. TCP is antiseptic, stands for, wow, I'm just going to put that up on the screen, man. I'm not even going to try and say that. Is that Welsh? How you doing, CS404? Nice to have you in, buddy. That looks like a new name. Where you from? Tell us a bit about you, what you're all about, and what you're drinking. Wow, this I need to get into this Hazelburn. This is it's definitely Sultana, definitely raisin. It's more Sultana than raisin. Lots of dried fruits, figs, raisins, which you would expect from the Oloroso. But there's that little, even with the Oloroso casks. So you could do a Glendronach Oloroso 15 or an Oloroso cask finish, and you could do a Springbank Oloroso. But this Oloroso has that the character still there, the funk still there. Wow, this is a little bit kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's maybe furniture polish again, but it's dark, it's damp, it's that damp wood's definitely there. Wow, this is different. let's taste it. I've had it hanging around for a while, man. So let's dive in and sip some of this. Wow. Wow. That now is so much better than the 13. Honestly, guys, I think I've let that 13 go too long. This kills it. When I did them side by side, it was so close. But now this kills it. This is intense. It's powerful. It's spicy. That fruit is ripe fruit. It's raisins. It's plums. It's juicy. It's thick. It's oily. Such a difference. This is such a good whiskey, man. Wow. I might need to decant that before it gets killed off as well, because it's getting quite low as well, that one. So yeah, but even there's not a lot of difference in them, but there's a bit of time difference though. There's 2 years. But I'm really looking forward to the next two. They'll obviously be awesome. So let me just quickly do a finish on this one. And then I'm going to take, I think what have I got now left now? I've got 28 minutes. I'll take suggestions, anything you want me to try and pour, and I'll try and do a quick sip of it. 28 minutes. So I'll try and get as many in as I can. So all requests for whiskies to try, just drop them into the comments and I'll try my best to do them all. If you're watching on Facebook, apologies that I can't see what you're commenting. I'm not too sure how many people are on Facebook, but if you feel like popping over onto the last 20 minutes of this live stream, then great, fantastic. Let's have a look. See if I can see it. Just check out Facebook while I'm. Wow, that was nice. That's so much raisin, so much sultana. Oh, I have so many likes on Facebook, but you really don't know who's watching. Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, it's still going live. So there, yes. Just to let you know, guys, there's some Canadians in the Facebook. I think the Jonathan, the Whiskey Neighbours, in Facebook. Yeah, it's popped up 2 hours 33 minutes, man. Wow. Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, it's still going live. So there, yes. Just to let you know, guys, there's some Canadians in the. Yeah, I think they're a wee bit behind. But yeah, no, that's cool. So, what's in the chat? What are we doing next, guys? What's the thoughts? What a mouthfeel, just like the Lafroig 10. No, listen, I don't want to spoil it, but I've just done a video on the Lafroig 10. Ablera 14, my views, don't bother. Fried cask is great if you leave it a few hours. I proper a few hours. So, but no sex, no Rolex, no sex, right? I tell you what I found with this one. See the Lafroig 10. I cracked it open, poured it, downed it, and it was mind blowing, right? It just kind of took me off my feet, knocked me off my chair. Couldn't find any notes, couldn't find anything. It was just a real big alcohol burst. I did the review. I don't know how, when I look back at the review that I did of it, I did it from a sample, and I think I did spend loads of, when I poured it in the glass. I don't know how far down the bottle I was when it was poured into the sample, but when I poured it, I'm sure I left it for a while, went away and did something and came back, and I managed to get through the review. But when I poured that the other night, it blew my socks off. Didn't find much, and I thought, wow, what a really, really powerful, intense, briny, salty, iodine, all that jargon. But what I did was I went back the next day and I poured it and I left it for hours. You're right, I left it for hours. Poured one glass neat and I poured one glass with 2 teaspoons of water in it. On the bottle it said put twice the amount of water that there is whiskey. I didn't want to go that far. So I put 2 teaspoons of water in it and left it again for another hour, and I came back and I reviewed it. So at some point in the next couple of weeks, guys, that review will pop out and you can check it out. I don't know if anybody's telling me anything to drink. About an hour and a bit from Ontario. I was going to drink Glendronach 15 tonight, but since I've swapped to Springbank, Cask Strength, I'm in London, drinking Old Pulteney 12. I can drink the 15, the Glendronach 15. I can drink the Old Pulteney 12. Lots of guys are getting to know each other. When did Alan start this stream? It was 2 hours and 37 minutes ago. Previous engagement, and I have to sign off. Cheers, Lance. Jerry, no, been a pleasure, mate. You take care, buddy. I'll catch up with you soon. I maybe drop you a wee call during the week and we can maybe get together and do a wee face-to-face Skype. Batch 10. I don't think you guys care what I drink, do you? I've missed loads in the chat, man. I'm just catching up with loads of the stuff. I'm having a Wild Turkey 101 to mark the 6th anniversary of a life-changing car crash. Well, Al, I would have a Wild Turkey with you, mate, but unfortunately I don't have any in the shed. That would be a nice pick. Random sample. Okay, wow. No, I think Mike might have just made it life easy for me. Okay, let me have a look. Pick one, Mike. Let's have a look. Let's do that one. Let's see what that is. Oh, I hope it's a good one. I have a few nice samples I'd like to have tried. Wee Mongrel, single cask blended malt whiskey 52.3. Amroot, Indian single malt, Cask Strength 61.8. I hope I've picked a good one. Cotswolds, Kalila 7. Brook Bear Barley, Kilkerran, Sinead. Oh, there's loads, man. I hope I've picked a nice one, but let's see what I've picked. Yeah. Oh man. I think, guys, we've picked a nice one. You see that? That makes sense. Can you see it? I might have time for the Cotswolds. Depends how quick I can get through this one. Here's a new glass. Oh no, not a bourbon one. Can I do a bourbon one? I'm going to do the Arran glass, guys. Yes, this is a small glass, so it doesn't look like a big whiskey. Oh man. It's all gone. Let me have a chocolate peanut. How are you guys getting on in the chat? Just on that note, Al, very, very happy you're still here, my friend, and you're doing a great job. Yeah, you like it, Mike? Big dram in a little glass. Like it? Look at that. Wow. These little glasses, guys. I picked these up. Super, super little whiskey glasses, right? This is the Arran one. I got these with the Arran 10, right? 2 glasses, Arran 10. Beautiful bottle of whiskey. £30. So there's some great whiskies out there, so you don't need to go chasing all that stuff. No, Al's got a great quality of life, man. Al's drinking whiskey every day. Do you have a decent quality of life? Listen, guy, when you watch this channel, man, you know what a good quality of life he's got. Just finished one of those, and this is excellent. Think about buying Glenallachie 15. Okay, I've got a couple of things here. I would go for S. Goody. The Glenallachie. I'm a big Glenallachie fan. I don't know if you've watched the channel or not, but I'm massive on Glenallachie. The 15 was disappointing for me initially, and then as it got better and as it got older and it got longer in the bottle and it went further down the bottle, it got much, much better. But if you're going to buy a Glenallachie 15, look out for the 2021 Glenallachie 15s, or even a Glenallachie 2020. In the last kind of 2 years, those are the best ones because they're much darker, they're much more sherried, and Billy Walker's had much more time to get involved with them. So if you're going to go after the Glenallachie 15, make sure it's a recent one rather than an older one. The older one's great, but it'll take you a bit of time to get there. The Glenfarclas 15 is great. All the usual things, non-chill filtered, 46%. It's the first Glenallachie. The Glenfarclas, I think they're doing at 46. Excellent stuff. So I don't think you'll go wrong with any of them. Let me just catch up with. Look at Penderyn and Madeira, Glen. Oh, I've just cut that off again. Looked at Penderyn, Madeira, Glendronach 12, and one of the best value whiskies by about 12. Wow. Okay, I'm not a Penderyn fan. I did that Penderyn Madeira blind. I think it came out okay blind, but I think once people knew what it was, I think it went downhill afterwards. Glendronach 12 all day long. Look out now, guys, that it's definitely still filtered in natural colour. If you're buying one that's not, then I don't know anything about it. Bunnahabhain 12 staple. Everybody in the world should have a Bunnahabhain 12 on their bar. That is that's a no deal breaker. Everybody, if you've not got a Bunnahabhain 12 on your bar, tell me in your comments why you haven't got a Bunnahabhain 12. Glenallachie 12 is great. Again, the Glenallachie 12, it needs to be the new 2020 Glenallachie 12. They're much better than the older ones. Okay, can we go? Let's do that. Love the Bunna 12. Have you got a bottle? Yeah, I was on board. Bunnahabhain 12 is a must. Everybody, guys, whatever palate you've got, whether it's sherried or peated or bourbon or whatever, the Bunnahabhain 12 is just that is the probably. I know the Kilkerran 12 is great for me. Big on Kilkerran 12. I'm big on Old Pulteney 12. I'm big on the old Highland Park 12s. But I think as a 12-year-old, it's still kicking around and everybody should have one. It's a real introduction to whiskey. Everybody should, if at some point, tried, whether it's on a tasting or you've had a sample, buy a sample. Buy a sample of Bunnahabhain 12 from Master of Malt or something. Or pick it up. We can pick it up here for under £40. You can pick it up on Amazon from time to time, round about the £30 mark. So when it's £30, guys, it's absolutely, even if you've got 3 or 4 bottles, you'll buy another. What have I poured here? Oh yeah, I poured the Anok 18. No, I thought let me just leave that for a bit. Let me cover it up with my whiskey friend coin. The chat's getting quite interesting, man. I'm trying to catch up with the Bunnahabhain 12 is a must. Billy Walker says this year's 12 is the best yet. No, I'd agree, guys. The when Billy took over, he had to play with what he had to play with. He had to move that stuff around and put into different casks, and so the normal 12-year-old went down well. Don't get me wrong, guys. Nobody slated it. It was great. Fantastic stuff. But the new ones, he's had more time and better sherry casks. It's darker. The same with the 15, it's darker. Everything now, Glenallachie seems to be getting darker and darker and darker. And it's improving. Excuse me. Them nuts, I think, are catching my throat. If you look at the Glenallachie 10 Cask Strength, that's probably the best line. If you look at them side by side, colour-wise, they're just getting darker and darker and darker and darker. And to this batch 5, they've just added some Rioja in there as well, so there's some real nice flavours going on. Let's have a look. Glendronach 12, prefer the Glenmorangie La Santa, which is on offer at Tesco's. The Bunnahabhain 12 is great, but till it's on offer at Waitrose, sometimes goes for 29. Listen, it's goody one. If you can get the Bunnahabhain 12 for 29 quid, buy a case of it. If you can get I know you prefer the La Santa to the Glenmorangie, the Glendronach 12. I think it's my preference is on the Glendronach 12. That might change because Glendronach have now gone chill filtered. that Glendronach 12 was natural colour and non-chill filtered at 43%. I think the Lasanta's 46, I think. So there's not much in that, but my one of my top 12s was the Glendronach 12. I loved the Glendronach 12. Glenmorangie, I never really got that much into Glenmorangie. It might just been a Glenmorangie thing. I've had a couple of Lasantas and yeah, they're nice drams. But sometimes I think you're around about the £50 mark for them, unless you get them on offer. But I think it's more 50. I think you can pick up the Glendronach 40. But as long as it's the chill filtered version, then I'd buy it all day long. I'd go down Glendronach 12 over the Lasanta. But if you want to spend 50 quid, then dive in, guys, and buy the Lasanta. Both fantastic whiskies. But as you can see, the Bunnahabhain 12, 29 quid. No brainer. Okay, this 18 is. Oh, mamma mia. This was a nice sample to pull out of the hat, wasn't it? Anok 18. Oh, wow, where's that bottle? 46% ABV, and I'm pretty sure this is uncoloured and non-chill filtered. Wow. Peter White, she's dropped in. How's it going, Peter? Where have you been, man? I was planning for 2 hours, mate. Then I made a deal with the community that we would take it to 3. So I've probably got 8 minutes left. You've timed in nice. They're all on all sorts of stuff, man. Daniel, we need to have a word, mate. I don't have any Boona 12 at the moment because I have multiple of Highland Park Dark Origins, but I do need to get another Boona 12. Oh, wow. Boona, how have you not got Boona? Who's not got Boona 12 on their shelf, man? I bet Peter White's got Boona 12 on his shelf. You're still going. Yeah, no, it's not long left, Peter. Nice for you to pop in, buddy. Canada again, innit? You Canadian guys like your diving into live streams. Wow. Will never be. There's Mike, look. My gateway, I will never be without it. Mike buys it a case at a time. Look, I need to pick up another Boona 12, Alan, but life gets... Listen, Ben, Demon Hunter, nothing gets in life. Life doesn't get before a Boona 12, man. Boona 12's a must. It's not just me saying it, guys. You guys are saying it. I'm going to dive into this. Oh, there's the muser. How you doing, mate? How you doing, buddy? I know you're going on soon. I'm not getting involved in you. I'm going to try and get off. I'm planning to get off in... Well, it's looking like 6 minutes, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I've not dived into this. I'm not get... What time you got on, Eric? How long have I got? Oh, there's one. Look, Lasanta there, man. That's a deal. That's a different deal, man. Offered to card holders at 35 at Tesco's. That's a buy. I'd buy that all day long. Yeah, cheers. No Rolex, no sex, man. Oh, Jason Whiskey Wise, man. Jeezy, wow. How you doing, Jason? How you been, man? How you doing? Great to have you in, buddy. Doing a 12 and 18 are really great at the minute. No, it's all day long, man. It should just be on everybody should have that whiskey, man. Yeah, nice to see you, Jason. Jason, what's going on with you, mate? Where's your reviews? What's happening? Just let us know what's going on, man. Johnny Fish 76. Just discovered this. Oh, I don't know if I missed that one, man. You've lost me there, Johnny. Oh, saying hello and do. Let's have a look. Oh, Stewie, baby. How you doing, Stewie? How you been, man? Time's this. Time's you call this to come in, man. You're in Warrington. Wow, no, I don't know if I've not. What have you released? I've not caught much of your stuff lately. I think I caught a couple of videos when you came back. But I don't think it's. Well, I don't know. I'll have a look, Jason. I'll pop on and have a look and see if I've missed something. But I don't know. I've not had anything came through that. I used to get stuff every time you release something. I get notified of it, but I've not recently. But I'll check it out, buddy. No doubt there's some good whiskies in there. Stewie, baby. Oh, okay, let me have a wee dive into this. Got 3 minutes left. I can do this in 3 minutes, guys. That's a big dram in a small glass, isn't it? Eh? Sherry. Raisins, figs, the usual kind of dried fruits, dark fruits, juicy plums. But it's that kind of, again, it's got that little kind of interesting note where it's a wee bit damp, it's a wee bit dry. Not so much the polish here. I think there's something going on that I can't quite pick out what it is. It's a small glass. That's all it is, man. It's a little bit fruity. Wow, I wouldn't say it's bordering on tropical, but there's that kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? I think there's a little bit of tropical hint in there, but it's not diving out as tropical. But there's a little bit. It's definitely fruity. Grapes, maybe green grapes, but it's spicy. There's a spicy element in there. Such a nice, guys. This is what I'd class maybe is when you have some real nice. There's some hardcore whiskies. There's some real kind of This is elegant. This is, you could spend some time nosing it. I think, who sent me this? I think this might have been Gabriel, I think. I don't know if Gabriel's still around, but thank you very much, Gabriel. This is nice. I think you sent me the 24 as well, didn't he? So let's take a sip of it. Oh, so spicy. Dry, spicy, and then it becomes really, really mouth-watering. Wow. Not too sure what this costs. 18. I think this might be around about £100 mark. But yeah, it's spicy, it's dark fruits, dried fruits, maybe some sultana in there, some raisin. I think there's definitely a sherry influence in it, but it's that dry. It starts off dry and it becomes really, really mouth-watering. It's the spicy hits you initially, but the spice dies off. It becomes more raisin, sultana, more sultana, maybe some dark plum. It's just developing beautifully. This is an awesome whiskey, guys. And I'm going to just send the rest of it. You know where I'm going to send it? I'm going to send it right down the hatch. Cheers. Jason, I haven't tried any of the local barleys for a long time, mate. It got too difficult to. 5 or 6 years ago, I chased them all. I've not bothered chasing any of them now. But you know me, my friend, if you have some of them local barley sherries that you want to send me a sample of, you know where to send it. Drop me an email. Happy days. But yeah, no, Gabriel's here. So Gabriel sent me this sample. This is his sample, guys. Oh, he's had a tooth out today. Oh, mamma mia. Sorry, Gabe. Too much alcohol, I think. I think I paid about 65 for that adult 80. Gabe, that is £65 well spent, my friend. It got a little bit nutty towards the end there, I think. Raisin, sultana, nutty. Finishes quite long. Real nice, man. Guys, I'm happy to do one more. Do you want me to do more? One more kind of lucky dip? Or just want me, somebody wants to pick something? Wow, that is a nice dram, man. I think that, I'm pretty sure it's 46%. I'm pretty sure it's non-chill filtered, natural colour. Most of the Anok stuff is. Comparing that to I know I did the 24. I think it's £65, and the 24 for a 24-year-old, I think that's around about £120 mark. Both nice. I'd buy both of them all day long. I'd buy both of them. I'd snap that up. If you can get that at £65, I'd buy a case of it. The 24-year-old, I think, was about 120 quid, which for that age, it's a phenomenal price. Let's have a look. Choose one you like to go next after that. Okay, I think Jason's set me up. I'm gonna have certs behind me, guys. I'm going to do it. It's purely going to be a lucky dip again. It could go tits up, but I've got one. Oh, it's a good one, man. Wow. What a way to end. I've gone over 3 hours. Nobody told me I was going over 3 hours, man. What a way to go. Look, sherry. Adelphi Lawdale batch 3, Dal Ewan 46%. That's a good one, isn't it? I'm glad to hear you're dramming away, Jason. I'm glad I was worried about you for at one point. I was worried that where's he gone? What's happening with him? What's going on? I'm glad to see you're doing some whiskies. I'm going to need another glass, but let's have a. Okay, I've got another small glass, man. I'm running out of glasses. Oh man, guys, look how 46% Dal Ewan. I've not seen a Dal Ewan that dark before. Look at that, man. How dark is that? Jimmy Legs popped in. How you doing, Jimmy? I've seen those shelves in a drama I've had. Nice to have you in, Jimmy. That is a nice little head score you've got there. Little kind of Springbank. Nice one, buddy. Oh, mamma mia, man. Okay. I really need a moderator to just keep me in track here and get me off in time. That's as dark as my sideboard. Yeah, no, it's great to see you as well. No. That's darker than the Flora and Fauna, man. Flora and Fauna doesn't even come anywhere near that. Oh man, you guys are so many guys popping in, man. Well, we've still got 29, bud. I think some of the guys have went to bed, but I've got some new guys in, which is great. Peter White saying, "What is that? Dal Ewan 12." But no. This is definitely sherry, Peter. Look at that bad boy. I don't even know if that looks as on there. It looks darker than it does on the screen. What's Jimmy saying? How have you held on to all that work in progress? It's been tough, Jimmy. I bought it twice, mate. The first time I bought it, I drunk them all, and then I bought them all again. Wow. This is. I always remember the Dal Ewan that Jason's talking about. I've got the Flora and Fauna 16. Dal Ewan. I don't know if this is aged. This is batch 3, Lawdale, 46%. The Dal Ewan that I had 16 is 43%, but it's more bourbon cask. But this is again, guys. I'm ending up in my element. This is why fucking the time's driving on, because I keep ending up in sherry. This is perfumed. It's floral. It's raisins. All those dark fruits, juicy plums. But there's that kind of, again, it's not funky, but it's kind of there's a tone to it where there's a note that you probably can't pick out. There's something in there. But wow, I just want to guys, this just makes me want to just sip it, and I'm going to do it down the hatch. Oily coffee. It's more like big coffee note. Maybe espresso. It's not a mocha. It's too dark to be a mocha. It's more espresso. It's thick. It's wow. It's intense. Well, maybe not intense, but it's so easy to sip at 46%. So dark fruits, dark plums, dark cherries. Wow. So nice. A little bit spicy. There's a little spice in there, but the more dominant thing is the raisin and the coffee. This is why whiskey's so great, guys. There's so different than whiskey. You can get so different notes and so different things going on. Wow, I'm so chuffed that Jason Whiskey Wise dropped in, man. Wait, I can't even believe where you've been, man. Can't believe it. I've got some good guys in tonight. I've got the Jimmy Legg. I've got Whiskey Wise. Listen, guys, not that you're not all important to me. There's some fucking legends in here tonight. Whiskey Street Al, big legend. Zach Andrews, big legend, man. Big Texas. He's as big in Texas as John Wayne. Peter White, massive. Well done, Peter. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you're still kind of hanging in with me. Have we gone for 4 hours, guys? What's the plan? What do you think? Are we call it a day at what? 3 and a bit. Let me finish this one off. So no, this is so dark, so raisiny, so fruity, so dark fruit on the nose, but in the palate it's much more spicy on the palate. Let me give you some mentions, man. I don't want to upset anybody. Johnny Fish 76. How you doing, man? Johnny, legend in my own mind, man. He's the man. Let's have a look. Oh man, I'm missing loads here, man. Okay, so like Jimmy's a cool man, eh? Jimmy's a cool man. I hope that's me, Jimmy. God, oh, it's so good to have you guys in, man. I can't believe that this time I've still got legends like you guys popping in. Thank you, great stream and great hearing your notes. Oh, wow, you're so generous, Jason. Jimmy's thirsty for something, man. Jimmy, I be Morlack there. I'm so thirsty for it. Well, I'm not a Morlack fan, to be honest. I've not got. Well, I'm not a fan, but I've not had much experience with Morlack. Jimmy. But yeah, I'm going to finish this bad boy off. So the choice I've got, guys, do I do another or do I get off? What do you think? You tell me. What time we got? Oh, it's coming up for 1 o'clock in the morning here. James Morgan. How you doing, James? Nice to see you, buddy. Full moon, but 12:45 p.m. He's a trooper or a werewolf. No, I think I'm more a werewolf, man. Definitely a werewolf. I'm going to down this one. I'll be honest with you guys. It's the only way I can get through these samples, man. I've got that many. You wouldn't believe how many samples is back there. So this is one way of getting through them, which helps me. So, cheers. It's so nice, that. So sherried. So dark fruit. But it's at the same time, it's spicy. It's long finish. It's wow. Big sultana. Big sultana note. Wow. That's nice. I've just done two real nice samples. Can I do one more? Or will I do one more? Do you want me to do one more, guys, or I just kind of call it a day and get off? Wow, that's so nice, man. I can drink with you for a few hours. Oh, Jimmy's up for it, man. Okay, Jimmy. Okay. We rehydrate through the day, lads. Okay. Okay. Since you're around, Jason, I'm going to do one more, right? I'm going to sneak behind here what I've got. Oh, why? Mamma mia, man. This is nice. Might need some water for this one, guys. And I might need some chocolate nuts. Let me do these nuts to sort me out. That's very nice, Al. At the whiskey friend, I could drink all day long with you. I could happily burgie with you with Cave. I jest, of course. I dram with you is my own. Al, please believe me. At some point, once COVID's gone, mate, we'll sort something out. We'll do it. No, there's no sleeping in the shed, man. I could sleep in the shed, but I need to sleep upright. That box is. Listen, guys, you see that box? You would not believe what is in that box, man. I'm going to share with you now what I've just picked out. Okay. No. This is dead easy. Football question: City or United? The answer is easy. Neither. You might realise, Richard, I'm not from Manchester, so it's neither. My wife might have a different argument, but for me, it's neither. Rangers all day long, man. Okay, I apologise for my outburst there, but okay. Let me. Al's right. Yeah, Al's right, man. Al, we've got so much in common, man. Let me back into Diddler roommate's mum, but from Al, that's just in fucking. Hey, you been drinking, man? Richard, I'm just going to pop into the comments. You might get it from that, mate, yeah? Never apologise for supporting the Teddy Bears. No. Listen, I never would. But got to be constructive. But anyway, guys, big drum roll, right? Because this is special. Klein Leash. I think this might be one of Gabe's again, man. I'm sure this is Gabe's. Klein Leash 23, 1995 vintage, 56.4, man. Wow. Gabe, is this yours? Wow. We are the people. Well done, Richard. Glad you noticed, mate. Okay. Guys, I might have to pour this in a fucking bourbon glass, man. I think this is my last glass so far. So, Gabe, are you still in? Yeah. Okay. So, this is 56.4 Signature Vintage, which I'm pretty sure is non-chill filtered, natural colour, I'm sure. Let me know if it's not. Okay, well, the fucking proddies are on now, man. Let's whiskey though. Holy fuck, nuts. Oh, sorry, Al. Got some nice samples, man. I've got a problem, guys. I've got some really nice samples, but I don't know if you guys on YouTube think it's a big problem for me to review samples, but I'd rather do them like this. I'd rather just pick them out, review them, talk about them here on, rather than say, oh, I've got a 23-year-old. Well, you can't buy it, but this is nice. Okay. Coming up for 3.5 hours, man. Coins on. Who we got in? Pro-advance Catholics, back in the day, it was more than your life was worth to pick the wrong one. No, I don't know if that happens today, James, but next. Never had a Springbank in my life. Martin, is that because you've decided not to, or you just can't get one? Glaswegian was once asked, "Are you Catholic or Protestant?" He replied, "I'm an atheist." Aye, but are you Catholic or atheist or Protestant or atheist? Yeah. I think I know what you mean there, Richard, but yeah. That might mean are you, rather than say you Catholic or Protestant, are you Rangers or Celtic? But the difference today is that most of the Rangers players now is all kind of, that's gone. It's more kind of, there's probably more Catholics in the Rangers team now than there's ever been. But that's a different story. Let's have a look. If you don't do the samples like this, then you'll never get. Graham, you're probably right, because I've got hundreds of them, man. Hundreds of samples. I did plan to do, and listen, no disrespect to anybody else, but I did plan to do a sample Saturday, sample Sunday, but a lot of guys nicked the idea. And a lot of guys do the sample Saturdays, a lot of guys do the sample Sundays. So I kind of gave up with that idea. I'd rather do these samples now. I'll do them live rather than do them as a video. And it saves me a bit of time, because rather than me planning the video and setting up and all that, I'd rather do them like this. So the other guys are happy to do the sample Saturdays and sample Sundays. Who's next? Mo Johnson paved the way. Canal. Richard, where are you from? I thought you were in Canada. I hear when he's first moved, he is in with Sal and Rusty. Okay, wow. Okay, are we going to get down that road, guys? Jason, no, I'm glad you've popped in, mate. You going? I'm catching up, and hopefully catching up for a dram in the near future. I'll shoot you a message tomorrow. Jason, drop me a message, mate. I'd love to send you some stuff. I'd love to catch up with you. Let's find it. I'm going to check out what's going on with your channel for a start, because I think I might have missed out on a few things. But no, fantastic, buddy. Nice for you to drop in. Happy having you here. You're just going to miss out, Jason, on this beautiful sample of Klein Lease 23. But see you later, mate. Oh, mamma mia, man! This is a nice colour for a Klein Lease, and I'm not sure if Signature Vintage, they tend to do unchill filtered and natural colour. I'm sure Gabriel will let us know if it's coloured. Wow, this is, wow, it's in a bourbon glass. Sorry, guys. I think a few guys popped in recently. I missed. Martin Beans popped in. How you doing, Martin? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Bought a bottle yesterday, but it was not a Campbeltown. It was Lagavulin 8. Yeah, no, I've got it here. Nice bottle of whiskey that one is, man. Lagavulin 8. Got to grab a glass. What's in your glass, mate? Okay, go ahead and tell everybody. Malt Muser's coming on. What are we looking at? Yeah, it's probably coming on about 1 o'clock. No problem, guys. If you want to head over there, feel free. If you want, I'm getting off. But before I do it, I'm going to I'm going to nose this bad boy. Sawdust, woody, spicy. It's not sweet, but it's a little bit earthy. Wow, what a nice. This is. It's not fruity. It's not sweet. It's different. It's damp. It's dank. It's savoury. There's no sweetness whatsoever in this whiskey, guys. So if you're into sweet, this is not the one. It's a little bit. Again, there's a little. I hate to use the word funky, but there's a little kind of element that's different. Vegetal, maybe. No, I think Jason said that it's. I think Gabriel said that it's not coloured. I didn't think this was coloured, but it's so dark for it. This is for me, guys. It's so dark for a Clynelish. I don't think I've seen a Clynelish that dark before. Whether that's the age, whether it's the casking, but it's much darker. But wow, so nice. I had like a 9, 10. Glad I work from home. I'd love to work from home, man, but I have to go and do a job. But like a 9, 10, 16. Oh. Guys, Martin, with that 8, I think the 8's probably the nicest. Well, I prefer the 8 to the 16, and I don't think I've had the 10 or the 9, but I loved the 8. Oh, this is a little bit real vegetable, mineral, veggie, mineral. This is funky. Without it being a Campbeltown, but it's a funky Clynelish. Wow. So dark. Definitely, there's a sherry influence. It's definitely sherry. It's definitely raisined and figged. But let's send it down the hatch. Wow. 56.4. That is so. The mouthfeel is incredible. It's so spicy. It's oily. I don't know if I get the waxy thing that Clynelish usually gives, but All I'm getting is raisins and figs and dark fruits. So it doesn't tell me much about the casks, but it's massively sherry. Raisins, figs, dates, all that, Christmas cake, all that stuff. Wow, what a wonderful, wonderful whiskey. Wow, so nice. So dark, so... When the Springbank drill coming in on the first batch. When the Springbank 12. Oh. Cohen, it's out now. In the UK, that batch has been released so far. I picked it up probably 2 weeks ago. Wow. Springbank 50 is €1 so much money. Oh, that's Martin. That's probably too much money for that. Steve K. Steve, thank you very much for popping in, mate. You look like a new name. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Been out and gone. Okay. Let's try to catch up. But guys, it's refill sherry cans, but certainly still had it. Wow, Gabe, this is awesome, man. Even if it's refill sherry, it's got a big, big raisin sherry note. It's raisin sherry's all, raisin and figs are all over it. Sultana's all over it. This is nice. Nice little sample for me to try tonight. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm just going to send the rest of it down the hatch. Wow. So spicy. Let me just catch up before I get off, guys. I'm going to get off in a minute. I'll put it for the 8 to the 12 to the 16. Wow. Okay. Take it that's Lagavulin. Lagavulin, Jimmy. Never got the chance to buy it. Okay. 12 is in Cask Strength, I believe. No, I think Gabe's saying that the refill sherry. No, it's awesome, man. Whiskey Base says refill sherry, put on that Klein leash. Wow, top shelf, Dusk and Eric gonna sample you later. So much going on, guys. Wow. Need some water. You'll sleep well tonight. No. Yeah, Jimmy, I need to sleep well tonight because I'm back up for fucking work in the morning. I did plan for 2 hours, man, but I think it's probably going to go near 4. But oh, mamma mia! Let me just go through the chat. I have taught my 89-year-old. Wow. I must be pissed because I'm missing some of these. Springbank 15 was made for me. Fall in love with Campbeltown. The 15 is great. Whether it's the best, I'm not sure, but I think I'm up to date. I think I'm might be up to date with the chat. Wow. Okay, guys. I think I've done enough. I think we've had a good night. Shared a few drams. Talked about Springbank. But I'm going to call it a night. If you've watched it on the live, fantastic. Give it a thumbs up. If you've catching up on the replay, check it out. All great. Thank you very much. All the best. I'm Alan. I'm the Whiskey Friend, and I'm diving off. Take it easy. Cheers now. Bye bye.